Welcome to the savage world of artists, where you'll meet some of the most savage artists from all walks of life sharing who they are while we give them some random drawing prompts. My name is Mel X.
Hello, I am Andre.
Welcome to episode 3, and very excited for today's guest. She's a traditional artist, a painter, digital artist, designer, graphic designer. Her name is Isabela. Her website is isabelaescobar.com, and you can also find her on Instagram at Isabela Escobar. Before we continue, make sure you do hit the subscribe button for us and follow our guest artist. And let's just jump into it.
Okay. Hi guys.
Hi.
What's Gucci Yamaguchis?
Nothing much, man. I just had like a big ass fucking burrito with some tacos.
My bad.
Also, yo, when I dropped the audio files onto Dropbox, it like tried to steal everything from my computer. I'm like, bro, relax.
Bro, I only got a couple of things from your computer, so it's all good. I have your life, half of your life on my Dropbox right now.
Oh wow, half?
Thank God, there's no dirty pictures, or unfortunately, there's no dirty pictures.
Yeah, I'm really sad because I went in like
He said,
literally the night before I like went into this like escapade with like a bunch of my friends. We were being degenerates. We were looking up the oral history of fucking Quentin Tarantino's fetish.
Oh,
So beef.
God.
Yeah, 'cause it's a
You
lot. So like
He
you'd be
left-
super happy you didn't get all those pictures, dog. There was like 15 pictures at least.
Of Uma Thurman's feet.
Not even like there's so much, dude. Like at least I was like, oh fuck, how am I gonna? I want to send you a photo, which is my favorite photo, which synopsizes like the his career with this.
Okay, let me just say right now that already I'm feel so comfortable because I was worried that I was going to be inappropriate and or TMI, which I tend to do both. Now I can see the environment in that room is dope, so I can like be inappropriate and be myself.
Yeah,
and
we're-
like
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's us. We're
Come on.
definitely inappropriate. Like both of our last episodes, somehow, some way, ended not super raunchy, but ended up with like a conversation about balls. Like it was so weird. Like it like the first episode I had to draw. Well, I didn't have to, but I did. Anyway.
wait until we start talking about furries.
You're like, oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here we fucking go.
Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that beauty.
Oh wow. Was that the zombie girl you were talking about, Mel?
Frankie.
Frankie. I love it.
Frankie. Baby. Yeah, this was from last night's doodle session. We were drawing emoji requests.
Those-
Okay.
What? I can see the demon. What are the other two for emojis?
This was a demon emoji and a karate emoji and a lightning emoji, and then this one was the squid, a skull, and a heart.
Bro, insane, right?
The squid head emoji. You ever just send a chick you're trying to bone a squid head, you know? You just gotta send it, dude. You just gotta send it the squid head.
Look at high fashion. And this guy's Picasso over here.
I love him so much. The demon's honestly my favorite.
So cool.
Look at Picasso over here.
Exactly. I don't know why he's so mad.
He's a demon. How can he not be mad? Like,
And this is from the other day. I was drawing furry trash.
B-Star. I love B-Star, bro. So
It's
good.
Am I a good boy? No.
B-Star satisfies so many weird things within me. I don't know why, but it does.
Oh,
Ooh.
that awakened something within me that I was like, ooh,
Like
I'm
that-
enjoying.
That little rabbit girl is like, okay, she just like she turned up the amp like far.
Oh my, gotta love her. Slutty rabbit girl, amazing.
Yeah.
What was her
Um,
name?
Haru. And
Haru.
then Legoshi is just like so sad.
Yeah.
He's so angsty. I love him.
Bro.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! Can we put that on the
So this,
yeah, man. This is it's YouTube.
oh, I mean, all my art has nudity in it.
That's all right. We'll just put like a
Mo-
little. I don't know. You could give us one of the. We'll
Like
put
a
the
little-
squid emoji head on the nipples or some shit. It'll be fun.
Yo,
Ah!
bye.
censored this.
Censor this, YouTube.
Oh, look
Or
at them
like
saggy
this-
titties on the
now you gotta-
bottom.
I'm giving you extra work.
All right, so let's do a welcome. Let's do the opening. Like this is all gonna be. I'm basically not gonna edit any of this. We're gonna do the welcome literally in the middle of the whole conversation. So
Oh fuck yeah!
so it's gonna be the most jankiest welcome ever because it's like in the middle. So all right, welcome to the Savage World of Artists, and today we have a great artist. Her name is Isabela. On Instagram, she is Isabela Escobar. And
Bart.
Bart. That's how. I don't know why. Well, you know, it's a savage world of farts. So.
Nah, dude, you said bark. You on that furry shit right now. You like your inner persona came out. You bark,
Yeah,
dog.
tell me it's gonna be the worst intro ever.
Bart with the savage world of
Of farts.
art.
Oh my god. So, yeah. So, Andre, you do the intro because I suck at this.
Thank you for tuning into Savage World of the Artist. Today we're here with Isabela. How do you say it? Isabela Cobart?
Escobar. But then art's at the end. So it's like
Ah, Isabela Escobarta. Write it.
so
Write that shit. Right.
Hispanic. I'm not Italian. I
Isabela
googled
Escobar.
Escobars, right? I googled it, and what shows up on Google Images is a picture of Bart Simpson dressed as Pablo Escobar.
Is that you? Did you make that?
No,
Do you want to take credit?
That's-
We won't tell.
Straight up take
whoever
credit.
made that, they just like that's what shows up first. So
Bro, it's on Google. Just take credit for that shit.
I mean, you did just draw like a little Bart Simpson guy. It might have been you, dude. Like,
let's make him an Escobar then.
yeah, exactly. Oh, Escobar. Ew, I don't like his hair. Yo, give him the spikes either way. Like, just like the protruding black spikes, I guess.
It's just like still there.
Yeah, I'm still Bart. I am Andre. This is Mel, and this is Isabela. Do you want to like, any special requests? Do you like, you're fine with Isabela? Do you want Izzy? Do you want Bella? Do you want
Call me Isa.
Isa? Okay, Isa.
Got it.
Isa.
We will go with Isa.
Alright.
And yeah, so this is the third episode, and I gotta say, man, I'm gonna be fanboying the whole time. Like Isabela is
gosh.
she's like literally my favorite artist on Instagram. Like I not low key at all. I literally just stalk her page, zooming into her like art because yeah, I'm obsessed with her art. It's amazing. It really is. And we'll give a preview of a lot of the things that, at least the stuff, I'm going to be very selfish this episode. I'm just going to show the stuff I like. So from her page.
So it's literally just like a fan crush. This is just like a fucking an artist to artist romance.
Literally, yeah. This is an artist crush right now. Like I love her art. Like if I could crush her art and sniff it, I would do that.
Ew. What the?
I would. In fact, that would be really trippy. I think it's like a salvia trip or something crazy. That shit has to be like pure DMT.
Hell yeah.
And
Oh, you made her ooh woo because Bell was like going on his rant of like, I love your art.
gush.
And he's like gushing, and I'm drawing the most ridiculous.
Literally drew my face right there. That's my face right there. I'm like, oh god.
Was that the ooh woo? I think you're talking about the guy with hair. I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Also, this eye has two pupils on it for some reason.
That's the Escobar.
No, it's right.
It is both Escobar and Bart's. One pupil is Bart's and one pupil is Escobar.
That's what happens when you sniff all that art. It's just you just go to other people. So if Isa, I see. I'm so used to calling you Isabella, so it's
Whatever you want, honestly.
All right, so uh, Andre's look, yo, I'm literally just fanboying right now. Man, I'm like, I can't even think.
Starstruck.
All right, let me stop.
Okay, a question. I haven't seen any of the previous episodes, so I am pretty much going into this blind. I have no idea what to expect. Like, Mouse mentioned something about a challenge or
Yeah,
a
boy.
prompt.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. And
Okay.
Andre is our resident prompt master, and he's dangerous. So whatever you don't like, don't mention, because he will hit you with that. You say you don't like something, he will say, "Oh yeah, so draw that."
Oh, God. Okay.
No.
Love drawing cars.
You love drawing cars, yeah? So what you like?
Yeah.
Let me get a
Also,
B star mixed with like the Cars Pixar bullshit.
No,
Also,
I'm saying I love something, so I don't have to draw it.
also reverse psychology is he's
Reverse
immune.
psychology.
I can sense the hate. Like I smell it. I'm like, she's lying.
It's the first thing we tried, reverse psychology, it just backfired. It reverse psychology back.
All right, so I have a prompt. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be an interesting thing. I'm gonna give you a choice of two prompts. You could either draw your favorite anthro, whoever it is. I don't care who it is. It could be Lego She again. It could be Lola Bunny. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Or you can draw a character,
Uh-huh.
anthrofied, whoever you want.
I don't know who my favorite anthro is. I think it would be more fun to do a character anthrofied. Let's
All
do
right,
that.
cool.
All right, so this is going to be a plus. It's going to be a plus prompt. So, are you going to give options of who and who, or
Let's go. Let's
like a
fish. Let's fish
fusion?
around. You like horror movies, Issa?
Oh God, I love them.
Oh, she loves horror movies. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go.
When
Let's
you said
go.
favorite anthro, the first thought I had, and it's I guess not technically, but I was like xenomorph.
Oh my yes, do that. I was gonna say early slashers, but Xenomorph that counts. Good enough.
Ooh. I feel like Andre's been wanting to do xenomorphs for a while because he asked me last. I don't know if it was last episode or the first episode about xenomorphs, and I think I just kind of shrugged them off. So yeah, this is your own weird fetish thing, isn't it?
Dude, I'm just
Who are you talking about?
Andre. Well, if the shoe
Yo.
fits, let's all
Yo.
wear the shoe.
you
The
made her
queen
cough, dude.
Aliens can get it.
Well, yeah, they can.
Oh, I'd let her eat me.
Oh no.
Oh, the acid, it burns so
No,
good.
We're going through the vor here. We're going through the stereotypic furry vor right here. Is what we're going through.
Oh wow, we hit this peak so early.
She said she was like, I feel the room. Time to let it all out. Ah.
Oh yeah, I have no sense of self-restraint. So
Oh, sweet.
okay,
No.
so we're doing a xenomorph drawing. Is that
Yeah.
what the
So xenomorph, but anthro it. So like make it like a fucking bunny xenomorph or like a wolfkin or whatever the fuck you want. Just anthro that shit. I want to see a bunny tail or some shit. I want to be ashamed of looking at this. Is what I want.
Okay,
You want to
perfect.
feel dirty, don't you? This is your own. I knew it. That's why you mentioned it like 4 times last time. Like xenomorphs? Are we doing xenomorphs? Sexy xenomorph. Come on.
First of all, the prompt was, alien by description. And xenomorph was really scientific sounding. Second of all, you're not wrong.
I'm thinking like sexy xenomorph sounds really good.
Doesn't it?
Just never Google it. Do not Google that. I warn you.
Oh.
Do not Google that.
You
That's
never
what
tell
I'm
anybody
on my-
not to Google something.
Rule 34.
Yo, guarantee you don't even have to roll 30. Google image that shit, and you're gonna find monstrosities.
Monstrosities. Okay, so Xenomorph, Queen. Alien is one of my favorite movies all time. Um, and when it comes to sci-fi, I think that top two are Alien the original,
Mhm.
obviously, and The Fifth Element.
Ooh,
That's also such an amazing.
love. Yes, The
Nice.
Fifth Element is such a it's a cult classic,
It's
but
so
it's also, huh?
It's so corny.
It
Yeah.
is, but in such a good way. Like it builds its own world in such a short time. Like
I know.
kind of want to revisit. So, Asa, since we're talking about furries, what's your affinity towards furries? Like, what
Oh
is
no,
it?
I'm just fucking around. Like I'm not really a furry. That's just an ongoing joke I have. Forever. I think it's hilarious and I like ironically love them
Hmm.
to the point where it's like I think I took it too far.
Yeah.
And
Is it ironic anymore?
it's kind of not. But also I just like anthropomorphic characters and well as an artist like since the beginning of time the very first sculpture that was ever discovered was actually like this little figure from the Paleolithic and it has a tiger head or something so it's a furry
Yeah,
the first
Hell yeah.
yeah. The Sphinx is a
um
furry. I mean, come on.
the Sphinx is a furry yeah so I guess technically I mean I don't know I think werewolves are hot
Yeah, totally. And it's werewolf movies are always kind of romantic too. So I mean, it's definitely that pull. That pull.
yeah there's something about it I guess yeah I guess I am I just like really like mixing animal characteristics with human characteristics I guess
It's the artistic perspective towards it because I've seen some people kind of give a lot of hate and kind of I wouldn't even say misunderstand your art more than anything misunderstand their own feelings about
yeah
things.
yeah because if you're taking it too seriously I'm probably trolling you
Hmm.
and just like realize that I'm fucking with you
Hmm.
um so don't take it like serious most of the time because usually I'm just talking shit
Hmm. And it's
it's
and it's it's funny how people show their insecurities that way. I've seen a couple of things in your Instagram where people are just like, dude, just calm down, like just relax. You're not forced to go out and just like find the furriest thing you can find and just like marry it. Calm down.
I hate that these animal people make my pee pee twitch. It's your
exactly
fault.
I'm like, oh, it's okay if you have a little guilt boner. We don't judge in this house.
We don't. We only judge when you're being an asshole.
Yeah, in this house, we fuck monsters.
You should put that on a doormat. Like,
I've definitely seen
Welcome.
in this house, we
Like
fuck monsters.
live, laugh, love. But
that.
It's just, we fuck monsters.
oh my god, I'm gonna commission that to someone. I'm gonna put it up in my home.
Holy crap.
I think your friends are
Okay, how's she looking? Isn't she looking so
really
dope?
amazing. Like I
Right?
blinked and it like
It appears she's
it just appeared in front of me, and I'm like, damn, this is xenomorph, and I'm like, I wonder how she's gonna anthro it. Like I'm
Uh,
hoping.
well, I'm gonna use a cop out. Let's go for a nice, pretty pink.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
This is the thing that I love about your. Oh my god! I was not expecting that. I had a whole question. This has happened. Oh
Oh,
wow! Oh
it's an
wow!
Easter skin. Oh, he's a
Oh, I
wooey.
can't. This is amazing.
Oh, sorry, she. I think they're all female, right?
I don't know if they are. I don't know if they're
I
anything.
mean, it's
The
not
queen?
like you could just like look under and see. Oh yeah, yeah, it's definitely a female.
Yeah. How would you even be able to tell the difference?
Just blow on
Oh
it.
no, I'm thinking about xenomorph vaginas. Hi.
Oh yeah, don't Google that either.
Oh my god.
Xenomorph. Are
Google
xenomorphs?
No. I'm sorry. So what I was gonna say, I really love your style of approaching. I'm not gonna say style as in general style, but style of approaching a piece, which you go lineless, you go straight to color, which is
Yeah, I do. Well, I guess the silhouette is the first thing you have to figure out to define a good character. And then somewhere along the line, because I started drawing with markers, so I lay down the flat colors first and then I go over it. And it's like my approach, just like as a little display here as an example, I start like large and then I start going smaller and darker, and then eventually it starts like building up on itself. So I don't use a lot of layers either until it's like fine details, you know?
Yeah. So your traditional art knowledge basically plays into your digital art skills, I guess you can say.
Yeah, and also I have a limitation, which is that I don't have the best iPad, so it doesn't take a lot of layers. So I've had to like kind of learn how to compress the work I'm doing and commit. So I take it in a very painterly way.
Which is awesome. I mean, the results you have, it's amazing. The effects that you get from going lineless and working with what you have basically when you do digital art, because your digital art and your traditional art, they complement each other perfectly, in my opinion. You translate your traditional art to your digital art, and it you have this style which is almost comic book style, where your lines are kind of heavy, but also they create this silhouette, like you said, that just works perfectly. And
the whole thing is that well, so in art school, I went to art school, guys.
Woo! Yeah, let's give it up.
Thank you. I graduated.
She's in debt.
Oh fuck! Why would you remind me of that?
And the peak just dropped, and we're going into depression now.
No, there was a shut up. There was a class. There was a class that was abstract. So when I learned about how to make abstract and I took the techniques, one of it was like very interesting, and it was like building up I guess layers, or building it up slowly with something that doesn't make a lot of sense in the beginning can somehow take shape once you start constructing more things on top of it, and you start large and then you go small. And that kind of like made a lot of sense to me, and it kind of stuck. And if you couple that with my influences, which is obviously, comic books and anime and manga, and then Western animation, mixed with fine art and Renaissance art and the great masters that I love to study as well. All of that together combined kind of creates, I guess, my style and subject matter.
Is that a rabbit? She's going Playboy.
Yeah, boy. She said she was gonna do a cop out. This is the best cop out I've ever seen. It's barely a cop out.
It's technically not an anthro.
Technically, whatever. The skin's just it's fur, and the ears are connected.
What furries dress up as furries? They're not actual animals. So I mean, this kind of it meets all requirements, I feel.
So then, what would a reverse furry be like? Would it be an animal dressed as a person?
Whoa.
Like,
yeah.
A wildcat? Now, why?
Be a mascot outfit of a human that like a bunny wears.
I mean, if it's a xenomorph, it'll probably be an actual human skin. So
yeah. So a chess player, they're basically cosplaying as people.
I got this from a very, very nice human. Soft skin, very soft skin.
I have this chest burster plushie because I dressed up as Lieutenant Ripley for Halloween one year. So I bought this chest burster plushie that I had wrapped around my neck. And it turns out a lot of people really don't know Alien. So I was like at the Electric Pickle in Miami, which is like a house party. Not really my scene, but I was getting down and stuff. And people are like, what is this weird penis thing wrapped around you, coming out.
No
out
fucking
of
way.
And people were like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's a chest burster." But how would they know? Like, how are they supposed to know? Look at that.
I love this
That's
shit.
crazy,
I love it
yo.
so much.
You just popped that out so quick too. Like,
Told us a story about like a party and then, like one of like, oh yeah, I went to art school. Then boom, it's gone. Like, look at
boom,
that.
there.
That is $60,000 right there. Look at that shit.
They have a little bow tie, the Playboy bunnies, right?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, they do.
Maybe she should be a waitress.
Yo, is there any way you can add like the little boca chiquita, the little mouth part, but then like put the ubus on it?
How would I do that?
I don't think you can. No, don't worry about it. I don't think you. What has happened?
Oh, does that work?
I think so.
Is
Oh
this what
my
you meant?
gosh.
That's not what I meant, but it's even better. I thought you were
Oh
talking
my
like I'm talking about the little. You know, they have the mouth inside the mouth.
Oh my
Like
God.
it's sticking out and it's like oohing as well.
Oh my God. Of course. You asked for it and I make it happen. And I'm going to get spray with like martinis.
I love it so much.
I can't believe this is what came out of our communal brain ideas.
Yeah,
Christ, dudes.
our thought tank. Like the
Oh,
government comes
wow.
like, what came from the communal thought ideas? Our thought tank, and we just produce this. We're like, here you go.
And this is what comes.
It has martinis.
God.
It's so
She'll
charming.
get you drunk and then kill you.
We're gonna burst through your chest still. Of course we are. We have to. You know, we're gonna have a good time first. So I've been looking at a lot of your art. You have a lot of like strong female presence in your art. Like, is that why you like Alien and like Fifth Element?
Oh
Of the
God, I love a badass chick. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing in the world. I was talking about that with a friend the other day. I don't know. I just like really love women. I'm not a lesbian, but if I could choose, I would be. Unfortunately, I'm attracted to boys as well. But dude, girls are just, have you seen girls? There's something else. So, and it's also like about the strong female thing. It's also like very much about my experience of being a girl in the world, and just like divine femininity and being in touch with that is just a very important part of my identity in general. And just like the people, strongest, most amazing presences in my life have been women. So I try to pay tribute to that.
It really shows in your art. There's like a sense of like attitude and like not courageousness, like self-confidence that like exudes from these people.
Check this out.
If that doesn't
And she said,
solidify,
"Not a furry."
if that solidifies the furry
I'm not a furry. Shows up with fur feet. I love it. Look, man, you can appreciate anthros and not be a furry. You're not a furry until you make a fursona. As long as you don't make a fursona, you're good. You're in the clear. Oh, what's that face?
Make a persona.
We can make a fursona. You want to make a fursona? You want to go full in? You want to jump into the deep end?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get Mel's drawing in first, and then we'll start making some furry shit.
Oh boy, so I'm drawing now?
Yeah, boy.
All right, so what am I drawing?
Give me Alien, and then, like, not Alien, sorry, give me a horror, something horror. You can do like Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, whatever horror you want, and then anthro that shit.
Anthro, all right.
Man, I am looking through your like line of clothes. I didn't know you had a line of clothes.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I have some stuff coming up.
This like sports bra of like the Oni face is beautiful, and I love looking at it.
And I have some men's stuff also. Oh.
But like, oh yeah, what I was gonna say is like I love the sports bra to look at it so much that I'm probably gonna buy it for my wife just so I can see it, because I could never wear it, obviously. Like,
you think she'd rock it?
You can.
Oh yeah, she'd totally rock it. She also needs a
wear
sports bra. I mean, I could wear it, but I can't look at it. I'm looking down like.
That's how you die.
Yeah. Can't see my chest, Mel.
All right, so we're going. All right, so just to jump into the prompt, I'm drawing what again?
So, horror icon, whichever horror icon you want, whoever you want to do. Give me a horror icon, Mel. Who's the first person pops in your head?
Horror, or horror?
Horror.
Horror. Okay. Let's see who's the easiest to draw.
Horror.
Yeah, horror. If you want me to, I'll just keep throwing them out until you pick one. So we got Freddy Krueger. We got Jason Voorhees. We got we got Michael Myers.
Oh, I already know who it is.
Ooh. You know who's already a horror icon and a furry?
Who?
Frank from Donnie Darko.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
He is. But that's too. Is that horror though? I feel like that's more sci-fi.
He's horrifying.
Is it though?
It's spooky. You saw that dude in the alley. You'd go talk to him.
I mean, you go down somewhere in Miami, it's terrifying. That doesn't make it a horror.
Speak for thyself, friend. Speak for thyself. Obviously, you're not hanging around the right crowds in Miami.
Am I not? Is it like? Do you feel like it's? I feel like it's sci-fi because it's time travel.
All right, let's just ask Google. Let's see what kind of genres done it.
A horror film because it's spooky and it deals with like mental illness and stuff.
Yeah, it's nothing but horrifying.
Like
than your own brain,
psychological.
dog.
I was gonna bunify. No, that's something else. Bunnified. That's still something else. I'm gonna make. I was gonna make. Damn, what's that dude that eats people?
Me.
All right. That
Leatherface.
Hannibal Lecter. I was gonna make Hannibal Lecter some type of bunny.
I want to eat your carrots with a side of fava beans.
Make him a Neko.
Oh, can you make him a Neko?
A what?
Cat girl, but Hannibal Lecter.
A kitty Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, dude, can you do it?
This is so disturbing. Okay.
I really hope that you can imbue his like crotchetiness into this fucking thing.
No, bro, it's gonna be a straight up face shot, and it's gonna be creepy face shot.
Are you gonna do like the diabetes cat with the smush face? The one from you ever watch Cats and Dogs when you were a kid? Cats versus Dogs or whatever?
Well, I'm still a kid. No.
Oh my god! That was the first movie I ever walked out of.
Really? You were like,
Walked
"Fuck
out?
this movie."
Yeah, as a kid, I was like, "This is so good." I was mad. I was like,
Damn, to have that much sense in your head, you'd be like, "This is trash." Adios.
Yeah.
Bye.
This is so dumb. Like, why is there spies? Like, this is so dumb. And I like got up and walked out. It's the first ever movie I had enough. I don't know why. I was very upset at that movie.
Your parents had to go get you. Like, no, we paid for the tickets. You have to come back. You have to come
I
back.
was with my mom and I made her leave.
You're like, you lucky this was the matinee. This is like $16 I spent right here. You lucky.
Dude, it was like, let's go get ice cream. Yeah, let's get.
Oh yeah, she was just like, absolutely, this movie's ass.
You owe me. You owe me for this trash.
Yeah, I feel like the mom would say that to her. Like,
Are you also in Florida?
We both are, yeah.
Yeah, in Miami.
No, I'm like an hour away from Miami.
Don't be modest. Yeah. You're in Coral Springs.
Yeah. Does that name hold weight? Like, I'm poor as shit.
Oh, it's like a fancy neighborhood.
Coral Springs.
Yeah, it's fancy now. When I first moved here, like, these houses sucked.
I lived in Miami for like 6 years. And then recently I just said fuck it and moved to the West Coast, searching for other stuff.
That's for the best though. Like, West Coast is where it's at, especially for art and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. I get to surf a lot here, which is cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Today it's actually firing, but it's too big for me. It's like 8 feet, and I'm like, nope.
So what do you normally surf? Like, how many feet?
No, like 3 to 4 feet. like a little under overhead. Oh, if it's overhead, it's too scary. I'm not that good. Like I suck. I'm a bad surfer, but I like to surf. I like to go out and have fun and just like eat shit. It's fun.
But like, so when you moved to California, like, how did you just like save a bunch of money down here and then move over, or were you just like blind, like knowledge?
Blindly like a crazy person. No, dude, I got a divorce is what happened.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, actually not. So technically I'm still married. I'm working on it. But yeah. So I was in a really shitty marriage, really shitty marriages with someone who loved dearly, but they just did not understand me, and they've had their own set of like personal problems, and they were just miserable, and they took it out on me. And I left because they became violent. So then when that happened, that's a whole story. I finally, everything went to shit in the worst possible way. That story was horrible. I'm pretty open about talking about it so people like know about it. And actually, this is going to make sense in a minute why I'm telling you the story. So I finally decided to walk away. And also part of for me to be strong enough to not be tempted to go back was also like, I have to get out of here, right?
Understood, yeah.
And then so this ties into Zombie Girl, because Zombie Girl is an allegory for what it is to live in an abusive relationship, which is the comic book that I'm working on that I want to release for 2021 if I get my shit together. And it's just like, I want to take that opportunity to tell a story with a lot of metaphors, obviously, in a way that's appealing to maybe like a younger generation of both boys and girls, so that they learn how to not do that, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Or like they learn how to recognize it.
Recognize the abuse and to move away from it.
Starts happening, and like how the little like control things start going on, and you're like making all these sacrifices because you know you love the person, and it starts becoming manipulation. They start taking advantage of your like kindness and all this stuff, and you're like overly accommodating, and then it starts turning into like this whole entity, and it turns into a creature that you can't even control. Oh my god, he looks like a werewolf.
I was trying for a cat, but if it's a werewolf,
it looks like a werecat.
Yeah, it looks like a werecat. It looks like the movie Cats that just released. Like it looks like like what it was like what that was supposed to look like.
We don't speak about that movie. I saw it.
I kind of dig it. It gives thriller.
All the eyes.
The eyes, right?
Yeah, the eyes. I see it.
I dig it. So anyway, so Zombie Girl is the story of a girl who wakes up and she realizes that she has died and that she has been brought back to life by a la Frankenstein, by a mad scientist doctor dude. And this guy, it's like his experiment is the first time it actually works and it's successful, so she's alive again. And he tells her this whole story about how much he loves her and how he created her and how if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't be alive. Only to find out that that's not really the story and that she just didn't die because she doesn't really remember what happened. The truth is that she was killed. And she only remembers one thing from her past life, and is that she had a best friend. Her name was May Cooper, and she doesn't know where Cooper is. She just remembers that she was looking for Cooper before she got killed. So there's a whole thing of like, there's all these like girls missing in the city, and she's trying to find out where all these girls are going, but also like there's a mad scientist and they're like popping up all these like missing cases, and there's a mystery aspect to it, and there's also like this whole theme of abuse and manipulation, and I just wanted to really bring awareness to that. So I'm like taking a lot of the stuff I experienced in my own life into account to tell that story as well. Also like a purge, you know, like a cleansing. I feel like I need to get it out somehow.
It feels like it's pulling at you to release it.
Yeah, and it's like talking about violence is also important in a way, because there's so many ways to experience violence that we don't realize that we're being violated in a way until afterwards, and it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I was alive and put through that.
Yeah, like
So
an
that's the
emotional violence
whole
or something like
premise.
that.
Yeah, that's the whole like intention of that
Mhm.
story, and that's why I think that's an important story to tell. Plus, you don't see a lot of that in the media, I don't
No,
think.
not at
No,
all.
definitely not.
That's
Hmm.
something that's it's kind of hidden. It's hush hush type situations.
Super hush hush. And you know what I found out doing research and just talking about it and getting help and everything? It's like so common
Mm.
that it's almost the typical story. Like I'm the typical, I hate saying victim, I guess survivor
Mm.
of like
Survivor.
domestic violence. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Survivor.
typical profile, age, and descendants, and like just like Hispanic woman. It's super common. That's the typical person that's falls into that. So I was like, oh my god, holy shit, so many people are living through that. So Frankie's also Hispanic, and I wanted to like really put emphasis on her descendants and her like cultural identity as well,
Mm.
and how she manages to break away from that manipulation and all that, and how she like starts like realizing the truth. So yeah, that's what Zombie Girl is. It's gonna be so fire though. I already figured out the ending.
How are you planning on releasing it? Are you going to be doing like a GoFundMe or anything like that, or
Yeah, I
Kickstarter?
planned crowdfunding. I was thinking of nervous. I was thinking of trying a Kickstarter.
Do a
Nice.
Kickstarter. Do it.
Yeah.
I have to figure out costs and production, but it's kind of like nerve wracking because it's either all or nothing with Kickstarter. Like you either get the full funding or you get nothing at all.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and it's also like self-publishing is also a whole thing. I've worked for other comic books in the past and other projects, but I've never self-published my own. So this is going to be a first. Anyway,
Let's see.
exciting.
I mean,
If that,
it's all about the heart behind it. I mean, there's a lot of heart and a lot of it's the stories speak for themselves, and
and it's a super personal story, and I'm going to
yeah,
be absolutely candid about it and as honest as I can possibly be. And even talking about the mistakes we make and the permissiveness and all of that, all those themes and everything I learned in that process. It was crazy. But I am definitely in a way better place than I was even a year ago. So God, thank God. Like I'm so happy to live far away, and I love this town and I love California, and I get to do art. Because like also that was one of the main problems is like that person that I was with didn't understand that I was an artist. And it's like, okay, just from the get-go, straight off the bat, that's not gonna work. If you're with someone, guys, whoever's listening, whoever's watching this, if you're with someone that does not understand that you're pursuing your dreams and that does not understand that this is who you are as a fundamental part of your identity,
Mhm.
then you're with the wrong person. Straight up.
yep. They say that the hardest, I guess, person to be with is the artist. Not that we're difficult, is that a lot of people don't know how to accept the life that we choose because it's not
They say
fun and
that?
games. Yeah, that's a common theme that us artists are. Our life is difficult for many people to accept. So
To accept, to understand. I mean, we were talking about this last night, me and Mel, right? We're chatting and we're talking about how like I'm definitely not a neurotypical human being. I'm not. Um, but I've already learned how to accept to be the way I am, and that makes it so much easier for us. But leading into that, a really important and interesting topic is like when you make the choice to be an artist, or I don't know, like, do you even make that choice? I think you're kind of like just an artist if you are. You know what I mean?
well,
Yeah, like
the difference
you feel the
between
drive.
yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
difference between the people who decide to be artists to, from other people is kids that decided to keep learning and keep drawing. So, I mean, that's the only difference. So it's almost a decision, but also a passion. It's something that burns in you.
It burns in you. I don't know, but personally speaking for my own existence and experience, there is really nothing else that I could do. Like I did corporate for a bit and I worked in marketing and I was so unhappy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I hated it. I learned a lot though. It was really fun, and I apply that now to the like social media marketing and like selling my own stuff. So it was really helpful. But the corporate life, ugh, fuck out of here with your health insurance. Like I'd rather sit and like draw all day. it's just not for me. So in that sense, it's like, are you born an artist? Or also there's another really interesting musing that I ask myself a lot. It's like, do you want to be an artist or do you want to make art? Right? Because there's also like this romanticized vision of what being an artist is.
Yeah.
Versus what we're doing that's like just, or at least just speaking for myself, I just want to make art. I don't care about being an artist so much as I care about creating art, you know, because there's a whole like image, like, ooh, she's an artist.
Yeah, like
you know,
she's bohemian. Like, what do you mean? She's an
yeah,
artist.
like
Has
a
to be
struggling
bohemian.
artist, or like, oh, just like the artist life. I don't know. It's just, that's kind of second plane. The first thing is for me creating art.
Mm-hmm. Expressing.
Yeah.
Which makes you more of an artist than most people that call themselves artists, just for the appeal and just for like the glamour.
Yeah. Name recognition. That's nothing. It means nothing if people know you if what you're putting out has no heart, no soul, nothing that really says anything. You know, not that it says anything, but because your art doesn't have to speak to anybody but yourself. When I'm saying that is that it
Yeah.
says something
If
to
it
you.
resonates, yeah. And if it resonates, then that's just like the cherry on top.
Exactly. All right, I think I'm
Damn,
almost
Mel.
done with this guy.
Look at this dude.
Dude, look at this shading. Let me see your palette real quick. You use a lot of earth tones and
I have let's see.
yo.
This right here, the top.
Oh
one.
well, yeah. The purple one that comes in Procreate,
Yeah,
but the
this
two
one, this
skin
one down
tones,
here,
those are yours.
the one that says M base, the top one. Yeah, that's mine. I found the template, not the template, but the percentages of different tones, and they're like the Copic marker.
Mm-hmm. That's really cool.
The warm, the cool, and the neutral.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then the
Dig
rest
it.
is like imported, depending on the image and stuff like that. Which I like that they have that feature now. You can just import certain palettes from.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that helps. But yeah, that's this guy. Let me write something.
Burnable Lecter.
I was thinking
What do we
about
call
Con
him?
too.
What do we
I was
call him?
like cat nibble lecture.
Cat kibble
Oh
Lecter.
god.
He's so menacing.
Yeah, dude.
I love Cat Kibble Lecter. What are you gonna make him say? I'm afraid.
Man. I don't know. Let's see. I always try to find funny puns and they always end up corny. So
That's the best part. That's the part of the fun. Lee, let me.
Nibble
Oh no.
on your. Oh my Oh my. Hey,
Look at
girl.
him.
Hey, girl. Let me nibble on that kibble.
Hello, Clarice. Let me nibble on that kibble, Clarice. Meow,
Talk
Clarice.
about nibble kibble. Talking about nibble kibble. Guess who's here? Hi, baby Chancla. Say hi. Squeeze you. Good girl.
Oh.
I love you. No, you're not going anywhere. No.
that's what we've been missing. Animals.
Yeah.
Yes. Kitties and doggies. Whoa. We had but yeah, kitties are better. I like kitties better.
Oh, low maintenance. You just make sure they're fed. They clean themselves. They
Make
poop
sure
by
they're
themselves.
fat. They don't have to be fat. They just have to eat.
I said fed. Make sure they're fed.
Oh, fat. You said fat.
That's your fetish, dude. I don't know. You're projecting what you want.
All right, so while we're here, I'll show some of the faves.
Oh, and you could totally. That's the relationship, right? That's how you felt.
Yeah. I had a werewolf husband.
Because sometimes he's nice and sometimes he'll wolf out. And,
Yeah, he wolfed out. He wolfed out hard. Poor guy. He can't really control it. It's crazy.
And it,
You think you want a werewolf boyfriend until you actually get one, and then you're like, oh, I went way in over my head with this guy. Yeah, but he didn't know I was a wolf girl too. See?
and it says a lot about your sympathy towards and empathy, not just sympathy, but empathy, because at the end of the day, you understand human nature. Human nature is something that sometimes we don't recognize what we are, who we are, which is
Yeah.
similar to a werewolf.
The hardest lesson for me was realizing that it is not my responsibility to fix anyone.
Mm-hmm.
No, definitely not. You
Definitely.
your only responsibility is
That's
to
what
yourself.
the bottom line was like, yeah, I can't.
You're
So
not Van Helsing. You can't slay him.
Yeah, that's not your job.
imagine. Nah, it got pretty bad. It got to the point where it was gonna be either him or me. Like, I'm not even joking.
Oof.
That's why I was okay. I'm getting out of here.
No, no, no. Like, let it all out. As long whatever you're willing to say or share. Like we're not here to censor people.
And then this is Frankie.
I love her.
Trouble. That's gonna be the cover for the first issue.
Nice.
I love her so much.
So maybe we should blur this out. Maybe is it a surprise? I mean, it's
No,
on Instagram.
No, it's not a spoiler. This one's already on Instagram.
And it's looking at it, you see that she's roughed up, so that kind of tells you her story a little bit as well. That she has scars, underlying scars, but she also has what looks like not her own blood. So she's been kicking ass.
Hell yeah.
Good observation skills.
Hella bad bitch vibes.
It's a spoiler, but I'm not gonna tell you guys anything.
But that's something. Look at her art, bro. Like, seriously, look at this. Look at the lines. Look at.
Oh, I've been looking this entire time, dog. Like, it's fantastic.
Like what you do with tones, like relative tones. Like, you have brown, but you don't just have brown. You have shades of brown, and there's little to no lines as far as like outline.
And something, that green that you see on her skin, not actually green. If you isolate it, it's more like a gray. Yeah, it's just the surrounding colors. You use them as contrast so that it makes it appear green. But if you color pick it, you'll see it's more like a really desaturated light gray.
It's that art schooling.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's $100,000 right there. That's incredible.
Okay, so here's Frankie, and then Dr. Frankenstein, Dr. Victor, and Cooper, her best friend.
So that's who. Well, not to spoil. That's who she's looking for.
Yes, but that's the first part, like the first page. We get introduced into that, so it's not really a spoiler.
Victor would be like the metaphor of like the abusive relationship, because he's probably gonna like guilt her, right? And it'll be like, well, I resurrected you, aren't you staying with me and stuff? I'm assuming.
Oh, he tells her he loves her, like she's his baby, like Ugh. You're my love, I made you, you're alive because of me.
Ugh.
You owe me everything, that kind of thing.
The classic traps.
He does look like a creeper. Your face, your emotions, your it's very, it tells a whole story itself. Like, you can see that he's not a good guy. You can tell with Frankie, like her determination, her like that she's gone through things. She's not dead as far as like her emotions. She's just dead physically in a way.
What was I gonna say? Also a lot of the influence. Yeah, so this is really influenced by horror comics and by music too. So music is a fundamental part of Zombie Girl. And I even put together a playlist, and I'm trying to figure out how to put the songs into a comic, if that's even possible, or like maybe I'll do like little video edits or like something. But it has a soundtrack, and I actually made a Spotify playlist that if you guys want to hear, I'll send it to you. It's also kind of spoilery, absolutely. But vague enough that you won't be able to know what's going on, but it's there. So it has a lot of like punk, and then it has a lot of like weird, trippy, soundy stuff, and the Cramps, and like Bad Brains, hardcore, that kind of stuff.
Hell yeah!
I mean, you're at the cusp of something new, with this. It's a graphic novel, right? It's not just a comic book. It's a graphic novel, right?
Yeah, graphic novel. So far, I only have part 1 figured
out entirely, which is what I want to release next year. And then part 2, I think it's just going to be 2 parts.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
With that concept with adding music, I mean, with digital comics or digital publishing, you can do a lot. I mean, you can add video clips and things like that. So I'm sure that you'll be able to. I mean, I've never seen any comic, and I read a lot of comics. I've never seen comics with music.
And that the soundtrack is going to be fundamental for the narrative and for setting the mood and for setting the scene, for like certain scenes that it's already all picked out. So I'm thinking that maybe like you can have the option of reading it digitally with the sound, or I have to figure some way to do that. But I really want to try it, like a soundtrack for a comic book. Nice. We'll see.
That's what you can do. There's a comic book my wife read. I think it was called like Blue Saturday or something like that, and it's about these punk kids. And whenever there's an action scene, the person who made the comic book on the border, like on the top, put the name of the song that the punk kids are listening to, so that you can listen in with them.
Oh my god, that's a really great solution, so that you can like go and play it and listen to it while you're reading it.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah. That sounds pretty cool. This is Omi. She is my demon Sona.
So this is you.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Oh, she got her head cut off. She's dead.
Well, it's because so I made this like sticker set, and it's just like a bunch of separate body parts that you can put together, and it's like how dress up dolls.
Yeah, so you can make your own persona looking thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just did gore.
But yeah, you got a lot of horror elements like that. Like you got a lot of like body horror and gore stuff too, like with the million eyeballs, the centipede crawling through the ear.
Yeah, that stuff. Junji Ito is one of my biggest influences as well.
Have you looked him up yet, Mel? Have you looked up Junji?
Junji, yeah, I did, and
okay.
My life has been changed. I don't know if for the better, but I'm definitely having different types of dreams.
It's definitely something. Oh my god, I have Uzumaki. Oof, it's an amazing book.
Oh, that was on the first episode. That's the book me and what was the artist's name? David. That's what me and David were talking about. We were talking about Uzumaki.
Yeah, oof, I looked at that and it just, I didn't want to like. It was like traumatizing, but also inspiring at the same time.
Exactly, beautiful.
It's beautiful.
So this is a Ganja goddess. This piece is actually really controversial.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I offended a bunch of people with this because they were offended. I don't know what they were offended about the nudity or about the weed. It was mostly Hindu people. Oh. And they're like, you're insulting our deity, Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. But if you really think about it, like, what are you taking offense to? Is it the female body or is it marijuana? Mm-hmm. Because neither of those things are bad things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not in my eyes anyway.
No, definitely.
You know?
And I don't like, I've never thought of, I mean, I'm not Hindu or anything like that, but I don't see anything offensive. There's a lot of worse.
No, and a lot of Hindu people also who like practice Hinduism were okay with it too. Mm-hmm. But there was a bunch of, I guess, Orthodox people who were like, oh, you're insulting our religion. But
Hindu conservatives.
Yeah, they are there, and there's some that are like with it. But she's supposed to be her own deity. It's just spirit of the ganja plant, and it's medicine. You know, I was trying to do something positive, not something derogatory at all.
Fun fact: this is the first piece I ever saw from you, and this is the reason that I followed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first thing I've ever saw, and I was like, who did it? Because it was reposted somewhere else. And what I tend to do is whenever I see like one of those art pages reposting somebody else, and it shows the artist's name, I don't like that post. I don't like the post that reposted. I go to the artist's page.
Good for you, dude. I also go and find the OG. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, this was posted all over the place.
Yeah,
I posted on like the big psychedelic pages and everything. Yeah, this is everywhere. So that's why I got a lot of hate.
It's gorgeous.
It's
beautiful.
It's absolutely one of my favorite, which is why I have it here. It's definitely something to be inspired. Because look at those elephants, yo. Look at those elephants. Look at everything, but look at those elephants.
Yeah, I traced them.
I traced the elephant.
Regardless, but look at
It's
the color,
fine.
look at everything, yo. It's just they're perfect. They're perfect. I love them. Also, the eyes and the boobies and stuff like that. But
Booby, yeah.
Yeah. Just the perfect amount of censorship where you can just put it wherever, it doesn't matter. But like, oh, look at this! Look at the
This
colors
piece,
on this.
this is a traditional piece. This was inspired by a nebula in space called Sagittarius B12. And I was reading about it. So I'm also like a big like space buff, and I love reading scientific journals and scientific papers and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was reading up on this nebula that has the same chemical compounds as raspberries and rum.
Nice.
And I was like,
What?
that's, and they're like, yeah, so it probably tastes like raspberries and smells like rum, or the other smells like raspberries and tastes like rum. And I was like, what? This exists. So this was what inspired the piece.
Imagine passing through that with your mouth open, just.
Oh, mouth open, completely mouth open.
You would
Goblet
die of alcohol poisoning.
Worth it.
What a raspberry
This-
rum.
This is literally my favorite piece of yours. It's mind blowing the fact that it's traditional.
It's true. I'm working on a traditional piece on a similar note to this one at the moment.
I mean, this is what I was saying when I was saying that your translation from um, traditional art to digital art it's like one to one. Like you can accomplish what you can accomplish digitally, physically, and that's
Okay.
mind blowing.
That's Thank you so much. But I think that traditional art still has this very unreproducible quality to it.
Mhm.
That's just like the hand
Yeah.
drawnness of it. You can't really replicate that 100% like one to one, like you say. So I like traditional art just a tiny bit better.
Mhm.
Digital art does let you do a lot of things. It's very versatile. It's very easy. There's no cleanup. It lets you experiment, and it lets you move and animate and things like that.
Mhm.
But tradition is tradition, and paint and ink, and that is just something else. It's an experience. I love it.
Absolutely. The fact that you can have something in hand that looks like this and admire, I think the most gratifying thing about traditional art is how you can admire it. Digital art is so. When I say one to one, I mean that your creative prowess, I guess you can say, is represented perfectly. Like your imagination is not limited traditionally. That's what I mean. So
Thanks, bro. ADHD. Also, if just a tip for the people who are watching, start doing traditional first. Don't learn digital before you learn traditional. Start drawing by hand and get good at that, and then go into digital. That's the best way to learn and the best way to get good, because digital is kind of a cop out. It's kind of
it's
a
a
little
crutch.
easier because you can make mistakes, and traditional is not as forgiving with accidents, and it kind of like forces you to become good at solving problems. So that's a really good skill to develop.
A running theme that we have is telling young artists that make mistakes. The best teacher is
Yes.
And one thing we haven't touched on is what you just said is to because we've had the discussion about digital versus traditional, and we've had the conclusion that hey, yeah, both are legitimate, but we've never had the discussion of which one you should start on first. And a lot of young artists are starting digitally because of what the age is, what our
Yeah.
life is like now.
Yeah, the accessibility of it now.
Mhm.
Yeah. But the thing is, you have to learn how to be okay with making mistakes. Like the great American artist
Mhm.
Bob said, "Happy accidents."
Yes.
He's a dude. He's a guru. So
There's no such thing as mistakes, just a little bit of happy accident.
The prompt master here will give you another.
Well, she wanted to do furries. She wanted to do some furry
my
ass
first-
shit.
ah,
Oh yeah, her persona. Let's do the persona. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
yes.
What animal are you gonna pick?
Ah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Start video. Can you see how excited I am?
Yeah, you're super excited. You know what's ironic? Like, I'm looking at your face, but I'm also looking at this piece of art that you said that says "I'm not a furry" that you did, and it's like you in like the fox onesie snuggling your cat. And I'm like, this is the plunge, dude. You can't make that art anymore. Like, once you make a persona, it's over.
And then I'm gonna post it on Instagram and be like, guys, I'm coming out.
I took the leap.
I just want to say I am a furry. Okay, so what are you guys' spirit animals? Do you guys have one? Oh, Mel is a whale.
Hell yeah.
Or a dolphin.
Because he big.
Oh no, dolphin. I was thinking killer whale. Yeah, you're a dolphin.
I like dolphins.
They're the same species, right? The big whale,
not
killer whale's
really.
like this. There's like a big dolphin or some shit.
No, it's not a big. Don't insult dolphins this way. Not
What?
that it's an insult to be a whale. But...
You are to the dolphin community.
Yeah, dude, killer whales are big dolphins. They're just called
Dol-
killer whales because they
Listen.
kill whales.
Dolphin lives matter, so it's not... I like dolphins. I don't know.
Yet?
Hmm?
Is my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Andre? What's your spirit animal?
I laugh a lot and I have a mohawk. So I'm gonna say hyena.
Hyena.
You know.
Yeah, it's a hyena.
Yeah.
I like how you knew before, like I said it. You're just like hyena.
Hyena, definitely hyena.
I actually have a really good knack for figuring out people's animals.
Personas. Nice.
People's personas.
You should make that like a thing on Etsy. Be like, yo, $50 and I'll draw you your persona. I'll tell you fact, spirit, animal, and everything.
Hold on, I gotta look up a reference. But I don't want to spoil it.
I'm excited. I hope it's. I don't know what it's gonna be. Like, can you give me a hint? Like, is it actually gonna be like a fur, or is it gonna be like scale, or is it gonna be bug?
It's a mammal.
Okay,
It's a mammal.
It's a mammal.
It's a mammal. That is kind of misunderstood, but it's probably one of my favorite animals.
Misunderstood mammal. It's a possum.
Oh my god, yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
Hey, $50. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out $50.
Opossums are the best.
Because the possum, they have it all figured out. They eat trash and they play dead.
Yeah. Survival and survival, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, they eat trash and play dead, and that is the possum philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just like, I love them.
They also they eat ticks like crazy. I think they eat like their body weight in ticks.
So Lyme disease can eat it because possums are in the world. I just really love urban vermin animals like raccoons and foxes. And actually, I have a bunch of crows. A murder, I guess.
A murder of crows. Yes.
Yeah, I have crows in my house and they love me. Their names are Alistair and Cheryl.
Cheryl Crow.
Cheryl Crow, Alex Crowley.
Alistair Crowley. I get it.
Crowley.
You already made a persona for that poor Alistair Crowley, dude.
Alistair is very smart and he's very sweet to Cheryl. They're a mated couple, and they I wish I could show you them, but they're not around right now. Sometimes they come up to every day. They come up to my window and they start screaming.
Why are you human? Human.
Yeah, because they're hungry. And they bring me things sometimes, which is something that's so crazy. I thought that would never happen to me. And then the first day they brought me a chicken bone, and I was like, "What is this that you brought me here?" So they brought me this little chicken bone.
So that means that you're part of the pack. That means you're part of the crew, dog. You're part
of
the
they're the chromies. Pour one out for the chromies.
The crow homies. The chromies.
Yeah. And they make these little weird like clicky sounds. I love them. They're so intelligent. And you can I'm observing them all the time, right? I'm just like hanging out stoned and like looking at them, and I'm like, yo, they're really, really smart.
Yeah.
They're like, thinking, and the way they look at you is so crazy. They recognize me when I'm out and about too. They start like squawking at me. I love them. Okay, so since this is a fursona, I guess it's gonna be an anthro, a werepop.
That's awesome. It's amazing how fast you just like you just got this.
Oh, I'm using reference though.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not-
still, I mean, even if you're using reference, because I was using reference and it took me a while, but you just pop it out, just like, are you? Is this something about you drawing animals that, did you practice a lot, or is it just
I
something that
practice
actually?
a lot. I practice a lot. For a while, in college, there was this project with Parrot Jungle,
Mm,
Jungle Island.
yeah.
And we had to do a bunch of animal paintings on ceramics to auction off for fundraising for the animals. So I had to spend a lot of time with the animals over there.
Nice.
And there's just something about them that I just really get along with them. Like I was homies with the kangaroos, they were really cute. And all the animals would let me like touch them. And my friends, my classmates were like, "Who are you? Like, are you Eliza Thornberry? Like, how do you?" And I'm like, "Oh,
It's the druid. She comes.
it's just like I don't know. I just really vibe with them. It's easy. I understand what they're trying to tell me. I sound like a crazy person, but it's true.
No, makes sense.
Some people got affinity with animals. Like, look at Steve
Yeah.
Irwin. Steve Irwin probably said the same shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give her hair because she's a furry. Oh, also she's got eyelashes, right? Because we were falsies, right, bitch? Yes, we do.
So awesome. So is there since you do draw a lot of animals, would you say that you find a lot of inspiration in the animal kingdom as well?
Nature is the shit for that. And I also spend a lot of time with nature.
Mhm.
So that's part of the reason I also moved up here because I just really like the wildlife. Like I go outside, there's forests, there's the ocean, you go surfing and there's like otters in the water and whales and dolphins and sea lions and sharks, and sometimes they're all there at the same time when you're in the water with them. And it's like, "Oh my god. Hi otter friend." I'm going to give her like an outfit I would wear, like probably like a crop top hoodie.
She's stylish.
Oh yeah, of course she's smoking a doobie. Hello. And I'm gonna give her that the hat I've been wearing everywhere. That's like a little like what do you call those hats? They
When
have
you
the
draw it, I'll
side-
find out. Oh, the Canadian hats?
Yeah.
Mountie hatsy?
it's a little Mountie hat that I've been wearing
Jeez.
because it's kind
Whoa,
of
It has
that's a nice Mountie hattie.
the-
And weed's legal in Canada. It's a Canadian possum.
a little bit more about your clothing line and where our listeners could find it and anything new that you're working on.
Yes. Everything is on isabelaescobar.com
Mhm.
without a T, just Escobar, which is my name, my real name. And there's my shop, and you can find all the apparel. And currently I'm working with a local company so I kind of moved away from print on demand stuff, which is very basic, and I'm exploring new ways of making apparel. So I'm actually in production right now for a robe that I made, but you guys are going to have to see it when it's released. It's going to be so beautiful, super heady. And also, we're talking about producing underwear for both men and women and rompers, which is just one of my favorite
That's
items
awesome.
of clothing. Not just item of clothing, one of my favorite words, romper.
Rump.
Love that.
Sounds like a
Rump.
Pokemon. Roper.
So yeah, cute rompers.
The thing that Miley Cyrus popularized, right? That ballerina shit.
It's like,
It like grabs your coochie.
yeah, it does.
And it has pockets, which I
In the
hear
coochie?
No, man.
No, it's a pocket. It's made in a pocket.
Oh no. It is the best man-made pocket.
Woman made.
It was woman-made pocket.
So I'll make sure
Sorry.
not to edit this out.
But also, okay, so I'm gonna give her a skateboard. She's me.
You skateboard or longboard?
I have a longboard right now, but I both.
Isn't it the
Okay.
same though? As a
That's what-
skateboarder myself, isn't it the same?
Kinda. I mean, longboard, you see a rock and you're like, it's not that big. And skateboard,
Yeah.
you see a rock, you're like,
That's very
fuck!
true.
Yeah,
You're in
I'm
the
gonna
air
die.
already.
Yeah, and also you can't really do tricks on longboard, but I've stopped doing tricks a long time ago because I broke my knee skateboarding kid. So
Broke your knee?
bro, I fully fractured my entire knee and I had to get reconstructive surgery when I was 17. I was on stilts and stilts.
You're on stilts?
Damn, they challenged you.
That is
Yo, try to heal
counterproductive.
now. Try to
You're like,
heal
we're gonna
now,
make you
huh?
taller.
I was on crutches. I don't know why I said stilts. I was on crutches for like 8 months and I lost 60% of my ligaments. But I still
Jeez.
Do you have dead people ligaments?
I have my own butt ligaments
They took your ligaments from your butt?
from a side, yeah, but my booty's still okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I was like, yo, if you sit down,
I had a
it's
lot of
so bad.
ligaments.
If you sit down,
Like,
you're
do you
crooked.
sit down lopsided? Like, did they
No,
evenly take away?
They take it away evenly, yeah. And for my other knee, they took one of the meniscs to put it on the bad knee. So I only have one menisc on each knee. But so skating is not that easy for me. Snowboarding sucks. It hurts my knee so bad. But then surfing is perfect. I can
With
surf
the
no.
water. Yeah.
And I don't know. There's just something about the stance and like the water. You don't impact as hard.
Yeah, 'cause as long as you don't hit like the sand, like you can eat the worst shit and not your knees won't touch anything. You'll just kind of float there.
Yeah, exactly. My knees don't. What should I give her on the other hand? A
bong.
a bag of hot chips.
Yes. That's
Oh,
very
hell
California.
Just be bisexual, eat hot chips, and cry.
And cry. That comes to the territory of being bisexual.
Play dead.
Yeah, play dead and eat trash.
Play dead, eat trash.
Well, I mean,
You guys are getting to know me on a really personal level.
This is your first persona, dude. After years of denying it, here it is.
You guys saw it first.
We are
Coming
honored.
out
Thank you.
live.
yeah, breaking news. That's gonna be the intro right now. So this episode, she admits
Yeah.
persona.
I'm not a furry, like it echoes furry. So I'm gonna draw my persona.
Yeah. That's you.
In a bag of hot. Man, I wish I could live the California lifestyle. Oh, that'd be so sweet.
I mean, I was already living this lifestyle over there, dude. Nothing has.
It's so fucking hot, and I'm fat, and it's
Is it-
hot, so it's like
it's
double hot.
It's disgustingly hot. I'm so sorry for you guys. I know the suffering. That shit is disgusting. It's like living inside of soup.
Yeah, I call it the devil's mouth. Like it's just like hot breath all the time.
God, it's fucking disgusting.
I'm a big boy.
Relations.
And yes, I visited New York, and it was cold. And I walked like 4 or 5 miles a day. I was fine. I was like, yeah, I could do this every day.
Yeah.
Over here, I walk
Not
like a block, and I'm like,
Not in Florida. In Florida, you walk 2 blocks in that middle of the day heat and that humidity. Ugh.
Mhm.
Rather die. And where I am near the Bay Area and like North Cal, it's also the climate here is so interesting because it's like cold all year, but it never really gets super cold. It's like temperate Mediterranean. It's beautiful. Right now it's I think like 65. It's perfect.
So you
if
said
it
Bay
wasn't so
Area, so
expensive.
it's like near San Francisco.
Near. I'm close by. I'm a couple hours away though. I'm in a small town. I'm living by a beach town, living the life. Let's
Is it as expensive as they say over there?
Oh yeah, it's so expensive. Ugh. But you make it work. For example, one thing I decided not to have here until I can afford an electric is a car. No way. Ridiculous. There's no need. You can skate or take the bus or hop on the BART or something. You can just go
BART.
everywhere. BART.
Bart.
This has been the word of the day.
Yeah, it really has been.
I pictured a Bart Simpson bus. I don't know. Lights on the top. I don't know why.
man.
I
Right.
I'm late, Bart. Don't have a count me. I can't do Bart. I
Let's
wish I
give her
could.
some color.
That's done
Well-
by a woman.
Obviously going to be pink.
Hell yeah.
Pink is the best color, objectively speaking.
Did you already pick your spirit animal, Mel? Did you already know what you're gonna personify yourself with? Though?
Gosh, I forgot I had to draw. God.
I have to remind him because he's so mesmerized by like people
Yeah.
drawing. Like I have to keep him on track a little bit. I'm like, remember, you're
I'm
up
like,
next.
enjoying
Dog.
this so much. Do I have to ruin it by drawing myself?
You have
He
to
ruined it.
dolphin Mel.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's see if I could do a little anime type situation. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Are you gonna make Mel
Um,
B-Star? Mel Star?
No, I can't go that deep. So, Issa, let me ask you about anime.
Mhm.
Do you have a lot of influence in anime in your art as well?
Bro, like I used to watch a lot of anime as a kid and not so much anymore.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I kind of fell out of it. So most of the stuff I know is from like the 90s.
Mhm.
That's like my knowledge of anime is like Evangelion and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Like Yu Yu Hakusho,
Cowboy
Dragon Ball
Bebop.
Z,
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z,
Cowboy Bebop.
Sailor Moon, all stuff. I haven't really seen any new things, anime series that series is that how you say it?
Hey,
That
we
I
make
like.
up words all the
I
time. Don't worry about
more
it.
like animated films. I do watch
Yeah.
more than anime shows. Or maybe I just grew out of it because sometimes I think it's annoying. But I really like Beastars.
Yeah.
I like Devilman Crybaby a lot too.
Which
Oh,
one?
I need to watch that. Devilman Crybaby.
Dude,
It's on
it was
Netflix.
really good. Yeah, it was really good.
Wait, isn't that a game though?
It was Devilman, but not Crybaby. Crybaby
Oh,
is the
Devilman,
revamped.
Devilman.
Yeah. And like Devilman was like an old manga, I think from the 80s, and then they rebooted it into Devilman Crybaby. It's like
The
a short series, or it's
Yeah,
really
I
good.
love short series that are an art piece on their own
Mhm.
more than really long extended series that just go on forever, like I don't know, like One Piece.
Yeah, I
One,
knew like she's
it's
gonna
like
say One Piece.
yeah, I knew it because it's like 9,000 episodes or something like that. Like
Yeah, no.
I'm not
The
gonna.
guy said he has 5 more years of content
What?
for One Piece.
What?
5 more years,
No,
dude.
Oh my
no.
god. How?
I wanted to watch it, but I'm like, I'm not sitting there for like
No.
10 years
I
to watch
watch,
this.
used to watch it, but like no. Um, and then I'm just also a huge fan of like animation in general, but more so if it's experimental and quirky and odd and bizarre and surreal.
Mm.
So
So you'd
that's
probably like Paprika. You ever watch Paprika?
Oh,
yeah, I like it a lot. I like
Yeah, I
that.
fucking I'm like she's gonna like Paprika.
I like Deep Blue. Is it Deep Blue that it's called?
Deep Blue. I think that's the ocean one, the ocean anime.
No,
movie?
it's not an ocean anime. It's like also like very surreal and dreamlike and like
Lagoon, Blue Lagoon.
no.
No, that's
Deep
something else.
Blue. Let me look
Anyway,
at that one.
sci-fi stuff, Macross, Bubblegum Crisis.
Nice.
You ever watch
I'm
Redline?
trying to- No.
You probably really like Redline.
Yeah, I liked Serial Experiments Lane, Boogie Pop Phantom. Oh,
Boogie Pop.
Ghost in the Shell was awesome.
Yes. The original. I'm sorry. Pure.
Yeah, the original, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, the old one. That's the one I watched. I haven't seen the other one.
Oh, the Arise.
It's
And
okay. The rise. It's just or a rise, whatever. It's all right. It's
Yeah,
not
Arise.
not captivating at all.
I haven't seen it. It just doesn't speak to me.
Yeah.
Look at that fat tail. Yes, girl, you thick.
Look at that.
Hang from all the trees. All the trees.
Yeah, you could have broke the fall with that tail. I would still had a knee. Come on.
Broke the ball.
I know. I just don't like the art style of Arise. It's too clean. It's too digital. It's too like. It's not bad, of course, but it's just like too. It's too polished. I don't really like stuff that's like super uber polished. It feels a little soulless.
I
Not
feel
like-
you need some grit. A little
Yeah, I
bit
need
of
some little realness. Like with music nowadays, I love me like a shitty fucking like someone's fucking phone recording them in a garage and they're just screaming their asses out. Cause that's real.
That Nirvana vibe, yo.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh my god, have you seen the Nirvana MTV Unplugged? Where he's doing everything live and that shit
Yeah.
sounds basically recorded like
The-
you know?
the one from MTV back
Yeah,
in the
the
day.
MTV Unplugged. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
bro,
So
give
good.
me some of that.
Oh, Kurt. Miss you, buddy. There she is. Oh wait, no, the hot chips.
Hot
Hello.
chips.
Very.
I'm just gonna put the word hot chips on it.
Well, my favorite are Trader Joe's ghost pepper
Jeez.
hot chips, which
Burn
sting
your
like
soul.
a motherfucker. But I'm just gonna put hot
Hot cheap.
chips.
Hey,
I
Trader
lied.
Joe's, if you want to, what is it called? Sponsor us.
Yeah, you want to sponsor us real quick? She
This is not
has a clothing
sponsored.
line.
This is not a sponsor segment. I just it.
She has a clothing line. Trader Joe's. You could
Oh yeah.
you could ship it.
Check it out.
Oh,
There
I
she
love
is.
it.
Dope.
Welcome. You've been initiated. You're now a furry. How's it feel?
I'm officially a furry. Welcome to the community. Yay.
The worst kept secret.
I'm a pink possum.
So your student appointment's at 7. You're gonna talk to Don Julio. He's
Don
actually
Julio.
He's a great fursuit designer. He's a raccoon. He's half space marmot, so he's a space raccoon.
Space raccoon. I love this so much. So good. Your
I'm gonna
poses are amazing too.
after and just complete clean up,
That's
complete the
fine.
whole.
Well-
That's her. I love her. I go into this one. I'm for real gonna post it.
Right on.
I'm for real gonna be like, hey guys, this is my persona.
Still not a furry though. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Think what you may. Think what you may. That's all. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hi, Boo. Hi, Boo.
Oh, the cat has been summoned at new.
I love you, Katie.
You're finally accepting yourself, mother.
Oh, your mommy's a possum. You hate it? Oh, you hate everything.
What's your kitty's name?
Chancla.
Chunkla.
Yeah,
Chancla.
chancla.
La chancla. Right, chanclis? Yeah.
Oh, so
That's a hell yeah.
I have chancla.
Screams. Yeah, she's like, ah! Hi, mommy.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, ow, she's mad. How she bit me.
oh, yeah, that's a cat.
Okay, enough bothering Chancla. I think it's Mel's turn to come up with his persona.
What art school did you go to?
I went to AI, which sucks, but it's what you make of it.
Like, if you were to go back in time and talk to younger version of yourself, would you tell yourself to go to art school still or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I had a grant, so my dad isn't really that bad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and sorry, I'm eating hot chips. No, so definitely would go back to art school in a heartbeat, mostly because of, well, I had really good professors. The school itself, the Art Institute, is kind of shoddy. Honestly, it's been pretty going downhill for a really long time, and it has a lot of issues. So that school, maybe if I had the funds or the means to go to a better school, I would have. But the experience and the friends I made and the art I created and the professors I had were worth it. My professors are amazing people. They taught me so much. I still keep in touch with them. They still give me a bunch of tips and everything.
And that's good because they have that experience too. So as an artist, you're able to grow from what they've gone through as well. You can pass that on.
I think that the most valuable information or lessons that they taught us mostly was about how to monetize your art and the business side of art, because you can go to in different art classes and learn all the techniques, right?
Yeah.
But learning the business art side of things is a lot more complicated because there's a lot of gatekeeping and nobody really shares the industry secrets. So that was probably the best part, like professional development classes and how to market yourself, how to present yourself, how to produce your own stuff, how to make pins and business cards and stickers, and that's what really brought me to where I am. I got to thank specifically Judy King for that one. She was incredible, and she's also an amazing artist. Like, she's so dope.
So as a segue, you know, being that, you know, a lot of artists have kind of like, I'm an artist, but I'm also, what is your also? What do you see yourself other than an artist?
I'm just an artist.
Nice.
I'm a visual artist, and I'm also a musician.
Okay.
Yeah. But well, when you're running as an artist, as a visual artist, that you're running your own show, you kind of have to be everything. You have to be manager, and you have to be designer, and you have to be customer service support, and you have to do shipping, and you have to do handling, and you have to do everything, administration, business, web design. So thanks to school also, and because I also have a background in graphic design, and I have 2 degrees. So I have a degree in graphic design and a degree in visual arts. Thanks to that is how I was able to like consolidate this whole thing and turn it into a machine that works for itself. And yeah, I do everything myself. So I guess I am like a one-woman show.
Yeah.
An entrepreneur.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Nice.
Exactly. And that's,
I mean, you
know,
do have your own clothing line, and like from what I've seen, it's actually pretty good stuff.
yeah, so
And it's doing pretty okay. Now with the holidays, I think it's going to do a little better. But yeah, it's created sustenance. I can't complain. It's doing good. I'm excited because then right now I'm not like really becoming rich off of it, because most of the stuff I earn, I end up reinvesting back into creating new things, you know?
yeah.
But that's how it is. And it's been good enough that I can sustain myself and just do this for a living. So I think that's pretty significant.
So
For
for
sure.
all intents and purposes, you've made it for now. You've made it.
Yeah.
Like, you can sustain yourself on art. You've made it.
Yeah, I love my job. Like, I get paid to draw like cute dogs and stuff, so it's like hell.
Absolutely.
Do you ever have like artist block?
Oh yeah, of course.
How do you do with it?
What do I do with it? I don't draw until I'm ready to.
So you don't force yourself at all?
No. I've found, but that's just what works for me. I found that to be counterproductive. You know what I do when I have artist block? It's usually because you're lacking new stimulus. So you need new experiences. So it's time to go do something else. So I would love to work for that. Like, imagine like Vans X or like Thrasher X Isabela. Oh my God. I would shit my pants of excitement.
I've seen that you have skateboards also, painted skateboards.
Yeah.
Is that something you also want to do, like design for like, let's say?
Yeah, I would love to do that. I think that would be a really cool project. But also the skateboard art pieces, they are traditionally painted, so they are an art piece. But releasing a series of decks would be really cool, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, Mel, you ready to draw, dog?
I am. So Isa, before before we jump into me drawing, so some advice for any younger artists. What have you learned on your journey that you would say you'd have to say it's number one that you'd share with younger artists up and coming?
Number one, practice is what makes you good. You cannot find your style. I get so many questions like, how did you find your style or your style? Style is a myth. Don't worry about your style. Just draw a lot, because style is just the way you take reality and abstract it in your brain, process it, and then the way it comes out. So it's very subjective, and just learn how to do things, draw from life as much as you can, use references as much as you can, and just draw every single day. That's how you get good at it. Number two, don't become obsessed with producing masterpieces. It's okay to do silly stuff. It's okay to doodle. It's okay to aimlessly start drawing a spiral and then see where it takes you. Sometimes that's how the best art gets made. Sometimes that's how you create your best pieces, is without even realizing. So don't pressure yourself into creating perfect finished works of art every time you sit down and do work. You're allowed to have fun. Don't forget. It's supposed to feel good, and if it's not feeling good for you, then you have to take a step back and just don't take it so seriously. Allow yourself to, because that's when creativity really flows, you know, is when you're lighthearted about it. And that way you can develop that muscle. It's like exercise, training. And that way, when you go and tackle a big project and you're pretty sure of what you want to do, it becomes easier and easier to the point where it's pretty effortless to come up with something.
Right on.
And be patient with yourself, because it takes so many years. Good. It's just years of just doing it every day. That's the only way. There's no shortcuts. There's no special tricks. There's no tips that are going to like make you draw good all of a sudden. No. Talent is really cool and dope and stuff. If you have talent, by all means, use it. But honestly, talent is only like 10%. The rest is hard work.
That is key. That is something we're going to emphasize, because absolutely, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you're lazy with it or you're not determined to do something with it, it's really worth it. And it's a muscle. It's a muscle. The more you use it, the better you get.
Yep. You just got to do it. Also, start drawing large. Don't be scared of drawing large, because I started drawing really tiny and shy, and the transition into larger pieces was a little challenging. But if you begin big, you're gonna ace it, dude. Then that way you won't be intimidated by a large canvas, and big pieces are so wonderful. So start big, draw big.
You hear that, young artists? Go to your wall, paint on your wall, draw on your wall.
Don't worry what your parents say. Just do it.
Just do it.
Don't get in trouble though. Don't tell your mom I said that.
You can tell them I said that. And then follow me on Twitch Mondays and Thursdays.
Mommy.
Which guy?
Twitch, woo!
3 minutes of talking about like nature's pockets and furries and.
That's hilarious. All right, so I'm gonna jump into drawing.
Look at my nails. I did my nails.
Purple.
Oh, that was orange.
Orange.
Wait.
Listen, there's a thing that we do here.
Colorblind.
No, I'm not colorblind. I'm stupid. It's different.
Ooh, purple. That's orange.
What happens? I never cut my mistakes, because I want people to know that I make mistakes all the time. This is not a perfect show, and I'm nuts. So.
Purple, so bad. You were so confident.
So far.
Ooh, purple. Poor Mel.
It is because I'm also still nervous. So.
Why are you nervous? We've been hanging out with her for so long. If she hated you, she would have left already. You're good. Don't be nervous.
Mel's persona. That's why he's nervous.
Oh. He's afraid of coming out as a full furry now. He's afraid.
Yeah, I mean, coming out is a big deal.
That's true. My bad. Did you think about your animal, Mel?
Oh yeah, it's a dolphin. I was just doing it. I could have taken that time and actually researched what I was gonna draw, but.
Oh my god, I cannot wait to see a dolphin with arms and legs.
Me too, dude.
That's where we're going.
I'm gonna picture like, you ever watch that South Park episode where like Kyle's dad becomes a dolphin?
Oh, ew! I remember.
Is that what you're gonna do, dude?
Oh, I was thinking about Sextina Aquafina.
Sextina.
Do you know who Sextina Aquafina is?
It sounds familiar.
It's from BoJack.
Oh yeah. The she was like the Miley Cyrus like. She was like the party animal, like diva.
Like a Miley Cyrus-y dolphin girl. Yeah.
What was her? What was the song she made? She made like She's so sick. I loved BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman was so good.
Oh, I love that show.
It's like one of those shows. It's like it's a rare commodity nowadays. Where like Scrubs did it too. Where like they balance like existential like dread and like depression, and then with like really good, stupid, goofy jokes.
I love Scrubs. It was so good.
Yeah, Scrubs did that. Like, oh, Scrubs was a master at that, and like BoJack Horseman's like a
Scrubs.
way more adult version of it.
What do you mean? Wait, what's the connection? I missed that. Scrubs the show?
Yeah, like you ever watch Scrubs?
I was watching it last night.
There's like they'll hit you like hard with like something really sad.
Oh
Like
yeah, they get sentimental. It's true. That's what.
and then
Yeah.
and then they'll be like, look, stupid humor.
Who likes Scrubs? I've been rewatching it because I caught it on TV back in the day, but I was playing it on Hulu last night. I've been watching it again. It's funny.
It's really funny. But again, it hits you sometimes, and you're like, why?
My favorite joke from that entire show is when Dr. Kelso gets drunk and he calls Dr. Turkleton. You think my Turkleton? Oh my, that's my favorite joke.
The joke that always stuck with me was just JD riding his scooter, and he's like, my favorite thing to do when it rains is to like drive my scooter through the puddles, and he's just like driving through the puddles, and he's like,
Aw.
yeah, and he's just like, oh, that's a big one, and he like tries to drive this big puddle, but it's like a sinkhole, and he falls in, like scooter and all, and you don't see him for like 5 minutes, and then he comes out gasping for air. He's like, where did I go?
Oh my god, we have a bottlenose dolphin.
Oh, it has a ghost tail. It's a dead bottlenose dolphin.
Yeah, so what's your persona, I guess, attributes?
I don't even know. I'm just gonna give it glasses. Then we'll go from there.
You have glasses
The fact
now?
that their eyes are so far apart that glasses would look so ridiculous on a dolphin.
Oh, like make it like a really long middle.
Yeah, because I mean, their eyes are like right over here.
Yeah.
You give
Oh, you give him a sad eye. He's so sad. Don't fix it. He was sad. He's allowed to be sad. Oh, you could give him like goggles instead of glasses.
I mean, he's a dolphin. He doesn't even need glasses.
He, he doesn't even need goggles.
So does he have a tail and arms and legs?
Yes.
Mm.
This is uncharted territory for Mel.
Yeah, I don't draw animals. This is completely out of my comfort zone. And
That alien you drew was really good though. The balls chinning or whatever the fuck you drew.
bro, that was
What?
So like on the first
This is gonna
episode
be
we had to draw.
Fall back right here. This.
Yeah, oh no.
Oh my god, that's like very very
I had-
little Nicky.
So
Except
we were-
that guy was a demon with titties on its head.
Oh yeah, little Nicky.
Yeah. Then he had to get a little booby bra to put on his head. Amazing.
That's hilarious. Yeah, this is the third episode that we just somehow, some way, made it about balls.
It's okay. We reverted it back to on track. She said titties. We're on titties now, so we're good. Everything's
cool.
fine. We took a hard turnaround on that.
Universe balance.
Everyone loves titties.
It's all about balance. How do you? Nah, goddamn tails. Oh, okay, they're not like that at all, are they?
Yeah, look at my reference, dude. Take your time, breathe, relax. We'll ask her a couple more questions. So, color theory. You said that like it's still blowing my mind to this day, like almost to this day, to this time, that's a deep gray that you somehow turned green with just the pink contrast on the back. Now, obviously, that's
Yeah.
something you learned at school, right? Like that's something.
Yeah.
But you seem to have an innate knack for it, like, or was it just like a shit ton of practice?
Well, no, I just really like color. Like, if somebody asks you what your favorite color is, what would you say?
Rainbow.
I'm kind of like that too.
Hey, what's up?
I
We
kind of,
can.
yeah, because it changes. I mean, my favorite color is obnoxious pink.
Mine too.
I love that shit. It's so raw. It's just such a great color.
That like
But-
hot pink, that like 80s like
Yeah,
Miami
like
Vice
a-
hot pink.
Yeah. and I like that one above them all, I guess. So I guess that would be my favorite color. But I just love it changes from day to day too. So I'll ask people on social media, we have a game, like, what is your favorite color today? And I get people to tell me, and everyone always comments, it's so cute. People are like, today I'm in love with teal. And sometimes people are like, today I'm feeling like more like maroon, burgundy. So today I can say my favorite color is this bright orange I did my nails with.
The like
Obsessed. Can't
the
stop.
neon like
You
not
mean
Halloween
purple?
orange,
Yeah.
like, rave orange.
No, not
You mean purple?
like it's anti-purple,
Sorry.
the opposite of purple. It's like high vis safety orange, safety vest orange, I guess.
Crossing guard orange. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Today, that's my color.
That's a good concept. Like, why limit yourself to one favorite color for the rest of
Yeah,
your
you
life?
don't. Yeah, you don't have to have a favorite color. That's such a dumb rule. You're allowed to feel a different color every day.
So my wife always got mad at me about that because I'd be like, oh, sometimes I'm feeling a little bit red today because I do like red, like me like a deep maroon or like a
Oh, I
burgundy.
love a bright red. I love
Uh,
me a bloody red. Love it.
Hell yeah! And then some days like I'll look at like rave colors and I'm like, dude, I'm digging all of this. Or sometimes you look at a pastel and you're like, today
Yeah,
pastel. Today's a
yeah,
soft boy day.
yeah. You get it. I'm pretty much the same way. But even still, you still tend to gravitate as a human to a certain. There's a preference. So I guess like the more saturated spectrum. If you look at my art, it's all very bright and colorful.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's this
But then
like
days I'm just like feeling just like black and white, like stark. Like Mike Mignola's
Oh,
blocky shadows that are just deep black.
yeah.
God,
yes.
I love it.
Sorry, I had a moment. I love his art.
Look at his feet.
It's so buff.
He's wearing shorts.
He's like a fit like runner dolphin. Like
Just to clarify, this does not represent me at all. I'm just going based on
you're
whatever
you're
my
pretty
brain.
fit, dude. I mean, you're
You
skinny.
should.
My
You
brain.
should give him a hat. Hat?
Oh, I wear a beanie all the time, so
His poor sad eyes. I love it.
I do it.
His blowhole covered.
How's he breathing, Mel? He need to breathe.
It's a fake dolphin. Come on.
Especially all your shirts would have like a mesh where the blowhole is, so you can breathe fine.
Yeah, I guess they would. And also, how are they going to keep hydrated? I guess they have to carry around like a mister to kind of spray themselves with it, so they can like, yeah.
No, they'll just live in
So
Florida,
they don't-
dog. They'll be fine. They'll just walk outside for
What's
2.5 seconds.
He's in a bubble.
what's going on with this ellipse
He's in a
circle thing?
water bubble.
He said,
Oh,
His own personal water bubble.
I was like, oh.
oh my God, that's
Oh, look at this. You're. I don't know why I thought you were gonna make like a persona that's like super like aggressive or like super like.
Dude, am I aggressive?
No, but like I don't know, like something.
Me?
I thought you were gonna use inspiration for like something badass, like he was gonna be like a dolphin with like a gun or something, and you're like super soft boy dolphin, and I'm living for it.
Sometimes
It's
I'm
like
soft boy. It's okay to be soft boy. I like
Oh,
fucking
absolutely.
dolphins.
I was just not expecting it. I love it. I love it so much.
I do too. I really do like this. Oh, he's flipping us off.
So I can be a soft boy. Fuck you, I'm a soft boy.
Give him a little sketchbook.
There is such thing as waterproof papers and pens.
Oh yeah, when you're diving, you can carry a pad underwater with a pencil.
I love how like we made the technology to make waterproof paper, but We didn't even try to make like the technology because we had the technology at the time to like make like a waterproof iPad. Like instead of like having them in like an iPad down there, they're still diving around with like paper and pencils.
Nah, that's the way to do it. Um, I've done it. I've actually done it when with scuba diving and sketching from life, and it's pretty fucking cool.
Is
That
it
was a
expensive? Like the paper and the pen?
no. It's like this little like plasticky pad, kind of like a
Mhm.
dry erase pad.
Mhm.
And then you can kind of rub the pencil off of it and reuse it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, I know. It's like
it's
that.
like a plastic slab.
Yeah, like the toys I used to play with when I was a kid. It's like that little sheet of like the colorful plastic, and you push it onto the thing, and it leaves an imprint. Right?
No, it's not like that. So no, so the graphite actually adheres to it when you're drawing with pencils, writing with pencil. And divers use it to take notes underwater, or if they have to like write a message. Like for example, people who are doing research or like coral counts or something like that.
Mhm.
Look at his face.
He's drunk. I'm not drinking in public. You're drinking in public.
It's because the bottle spilled inside his bubble, so he's
Yeah,
just
he's just breathing it.
it's just in like a tequila bubble. I don't know. Tequila is that, what's your poison, Mel?
Vodka. Lots of vodka.
Vodka. He's in a vodka bubble.
Oh hell yeah, poor dolphin.
He seems feeling pretty good though.
He's gonna be so
Flipping
hungover.
people off.
He's really feeling himself.
Hell
Love 'em.
yeah.
I love them already.
I
There
might
you go,
actually
dude.
go grab a drink after this. Well, when I say grab a drink, it's just take my ass to the gas station and buy a 6-pack of beer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Friday night, yo. Oh yeah, we're recording this on a Friday. Is it Friday
Yeah.
or Thursday?
Is it Friday? It is Friday.
I don't even remember.
I'm like, I hope it's Friday. I work on Thursdays.
I didn't. I don't know. To me, it's still Thursday, Friday-ish.
It's Friday. It's Friday. Okay, whew. I scared myself for a second.
Here, what's your poison as far as beer?
My poison is tequila.
Right on. That's the
Mine
stuff
too.
that gets you stuck.
Oh, I love it. It's just it brings out the worst in me, but God, I love it.
Like,
But
do you drink
I
it straight or do you like margaritas? and
no,
stuff?
I like the whole the ritual of like cutting the limes and putting tahini and doing the shot with like the real way. And mezcal, I love mezcal also. But beer is pretty fire too. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and make a michelada, like a true michelada. How all the stuff where like I have the lemons and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty hot today.
Andre's a connoisseur when it comes to beer.
Who is?
Yeah,
Andre?
Andre, yeah.
dude. I've like by that he means that I'll just drink it.
But you drink it very well.
I'll put my pinky
Do you
out and
like
I'm like,
IPA?
beer.
Do you
I like
or sours or what's your favorite
So-
beer? I like hoppy beer.
my preference. Like, if I were to choose a beer, it's always as like the more piss water it is. So like the more light it is, and the more it tastes like just a loaf of bread, the happier I am.
Miller?
Yeah, like anything. I don't like Paps. I don't really care. Like I'm
Add?
a part. Yeah, like I'm just like it's like as long as it's light, I'll chug it. But if I want to like a nice, relaxing like night, I want to like actually care about what I'm tasting. Definitely, yeah, like an IPA with like like a good amount of hop. But like,
Yeah, hop is fire. It's kind of armpity.
yeah,
Isn't it? It doesn't it
a
smell
little bit.
a little bit.
It's like a good enchilada. You're like, man, this is tasty, but a little armpit in there, but it's good. Like,
It's a good musk. It's a good musk.
look at it. It's like eating lamb. It's a good musk. And also I like sours too. Sours are like I like that sours don't have that bite. Like it's just like you get the little like the little chupada, that little sour thing, but like it doesn't have that like bitterness to it.
I like sour, but I can only do like one.
Yeah, because then you get sick of it, right?
Yeah, I get sick of it. There's a really good Lulo sour in Miami that you guys have to taste. Oof, so good. But I again not something that I can sit down and like drink all night. It has to be like one just for the flavor of it, and then I have to move on to something else.
I feel you. I usually drink like sours as like a palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this dolphin got raptor claws? Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Prehistoric
I would not fuck with
universe
this dolphin.
I mean,
ancestor.
this bitch evolved, didn't he? They evolved from.
Okay, no, it's the other way. He's actually like a post dolphin.
Yes.
I like
Well,
his shorts. They're very islandy, very beachy.
I gave him jorts. Jeans cut off.
this is supposed to be you, dude. You wear jorts.
Oh, I don't, but I mean,
It's too late. Now people think you wear jorts.
We'll go with it.
I was
But
gonna get
it's
you for
about
Christmas,
the
but I'm gonna
vibes.
get you
This
for shorts.
guy's he's islandy.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
definitely my Caribbean spirit.
Your Caribbean spirit. That's something me and Mel have in common too.
Oh yeah, Caribbean.
Caribbean
From
spirit?
Providence.
Yep, we're Caribbean people.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not like from blood. My parents are both Colombian, but me and my brother and my sister were born and raised in the Caribbean, specifically an island off of the coast of Nicaragua called Old Providence Island. So I grew up like full like island style, like full Rastafarian patois, like fish and kinep and guava trees and that kind of stuff.
Wow, that's fucking sick.
Yeah. That which also, since we're talking about it, might as well mention that it just recently got completely decimated by Hurricane Iota to the point of total destruction. So right now the island, 98% of all infrastructure was flattened to the ground. There's nothing left. It was super sad. And it's like my hometown got destroyed completely. Like my childhood home is gone. Basically.
Oh my god.
I know it sucks. It's so sad. But beyond that, like we're fine. My family's fine. They weren't there, and I'm okay. But the people who are living there right now are having a really fucking hard time.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the projects I'm working on, because I also do a lot of like eco activism work, and art activism. And so right now I'm raising funds for a campaign called SOS Providence, and I designed a pin that I am selling to raise funds to donate to Providence Island and to the NGOs that are rebuilding the island and stuff.
What is it? Is it the fish?
Website. It's a fish, yeah, it's a barracuda.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So that fish is every sale. So right now it's on pre-order, but the pins are on the way, and the pins that I've already sold paid for the pre-order. But then all the profits from that go into rebuilding the island. And we kind of want to build back our house because it still has some of the foundation there so that we can offer shelter to our neighbors and the community who lives around us. So we can probably house like 4 or 5 families because everyone was left homeless. I literally got a voice message from them earlier today, and they're like, yeah, we're sleeping. There's a cold front. It's raining. We're sleeping in the rain. The people are getting wet and they're getting sick and they're hungry and there's no food. There's nothing. Yeah.
And the pin can be found on your website, right?
Yeah. So that's plastered all over the front page of my website.
So was Providence. Oh, it glows in the dark.
It glows in the dark. Yeah.
A radioactive barracuda. I love it.
And she's crying.
Oh.
Well, the barracuda is kind of the symbol for Providence Island, the unofficial mascot. And there's barracuda sculptures around the island and stuff. So it's kind of like the spirit animal of the island.
It's the island's persona. Oh.
It's oh my god.
And
it's
correlation.
Well, the correlation that they swim in schools, so I guess islanders identify with that like community aspect of them.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy
It's
one. I will get the barracuda and a sticker. Yeah, we really moved to like the.
Look
perfect
at him. He has facial hair.
He's an evolved.
It does kind of look like
It's
you, I'm not
so
gonna lie.
weird. It's like a dinosaur dolphin.
I'm surprised they didn't give him human feet. Apparently, we share an ancestor with the dolphin, and that ancestor, part of that ancestor stayed in the water, which apparently turned into the dolphin. The other one turned into, monkeys that turned into us.
Wasn't it that not that they stayed in the water, but they went back into the water?
Or yeah, something like that. That sounds about right.
Yeah, because what I know is that whales and shit used to be land mammals.
What?
Can
Oh,
you
that
imagine
makes
a
sense. Why
fucking
they
land whale?
why they
Yeah,
need oxygen. Oxygen. They need oxygen to survive. That's why they go.
yeah, and then they went back. So if you look at a whale skeleton, they have phalanges in their fins, so they have finger bones still.
Weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
now I'm picturing like a whale like flexing his like fingies in the fins as like a meat like thing like shifting.
they can move them. Yeah, they can move them.
That's fucking
Oh
weird.
god, I love whales. I just love um cetaceous animals, like water mammals, water life in general. They're hella psychic. Look at his nail. Mal, bro. Welcome to the fur community.
Yeah, welcome, dude.
I have to give him a beard so he's actually legit furry.
Yeah, so he's actually gonna be a furry, not a scaly.
Yeah, because how would you classify a dolphin if they're not furry or scaly?
Give him chest hair.
Easy,
But
done. Chest hair.
if your persona is a dolphin, then that would make you a rubbery.
Rubbery. A skinny.
Weird.
Scaly. All right.
Let's see what Google says. Do dolphins have?
I love Andre's on top of it. He's like, let's find answers.
See what Google has to say.
My girlfriend's parents hate. Well, sorry, my wife's parents hate that shit. And no matter what they talk about, I'm just like, we're gonna Google it, and they're like, oh, there he goes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fact check you.
Well, okay, so I'm in wikifur.com.
The skin of a dolphin has no scales. It's not a scaly.
Aw.
Of course not. They're a mammal.
I mean, there could be.
So
If you have psoriasis, you get scales. Maybe it's evolving.
I don't say it's on my dolphin.
So I'm in wikifur.com, which
Hell
is
yeah!
the online authority of all furry things.
I love
And
it.
they say that dolphins are certain aquatic mammals related to whales and porpoises.
Uh-huh.
They're social animals. Okay, we know that.
Huh.
Uh,
But what do they classify as?
yeah, they're classified as cetaceans.
Cetaceans.
That sounds
Many argue they fit into the furry description when the term is taken too literally. However, this is biologically incorrect, or at least imprecise, as dolphins evolved from a wolf-like ancestor that used to roam the land and was furry.
ho.
Also, and on that, dolphins in fact do have hair. What?
They
Dolphins have hair.
My
Before
boys.
birth, check this shit out. Before birth, they grow a number of hair follicles in their rostrum. That means their beak is furry, exactly like how Mal is drawing.
Oh my! He's a real furry. He knew.
Oh, for bringing you.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
That-
You learned
Yeah,
something?
baby dolphins have hair. Ew, they're like weird little whisker things. They look like rope and string.
Are
They
you
look like
seeing
nylon string.
what did you type, dolphin hair?
I literally just typed in dolphin hair. Dolphin with hair is what I put.
Okay, I'm in.
It looks like fishing line almost.
They have whiskers.
Yeah.
My boys. Yes.
Oh, they have little whiskers. Oh, how cute. I love their faces. They're always like, hey.
Yeah.
Those are like, what prank can I pull out today?
Yeah, they're mischievous. They're impish. I just got a picture of a dolphin with a really bad photoshopped wig. So I'm gonna take that as gospel and say that they're furry.
Put it up. Oh, and I found one with a dolphin wearing a giant pair of sunglasses.
Oh, there you go.
Amazing. Hot pink sunglasses. Wow, I realized I could just look at pictures of dolphins forever.
You're like, it's my time.
It's good content.
Yeah, inspiration is coming to me.
Dolphins are good content. You hear that, people? Dolphins are good content.
Look at this pink one. It's a shiny.
Pink dolphin. Those are the ones in the rivers, right?
No, it's a pink bottlenose dolphin. He's like one of a kind. He was just born like that.
A rare pink bottlenose dolphin has been spotted in Louisiana Lake. Oh, lake. Yeah. The albino dolphin has been making a splash. Oh, yeah, you had to do that, didn't you? The locals and visitors to have the area.
Oh,
With that pun, right on the head.
I was like, woo.
Making a splash. No,
but pink
right.
river dolphins are a trip too, because they're very weird looking. They're
Oh,
like
with the long snoot.
yeah, and the color also makes them kind of scrow to me. They're just the balls, guys.
Back to what we're doing it. It always comes back to balls.
We're good to our word. It comes back.
It always comes back. They're kind of scrow to me. That shit echoed between me and Mel. We're like, it's here.
If not anything, we're consistent.
Nice shadow,
Thank you.
dude. Love it.
I love cell shading. Cell shading is like
Yeah, blocky black shadows are the shit.
Oh yeah.
I know that that's like a bubble he's living in, but it literally looks like this is an icon for your new persona page. Mel the Dolphin.
Mel the dolphin.
It's him, bro.
Hello, YouTube. It's Mel the dolphin.
Why is he
I'm British for some reason.
Yeah, I'm British.
Don't forget to
I was
like,
walking
subscribe.
by I was walking by the pub and a bloke went ah, and I went ah.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
Oh no, that's
Oh
gonna
my
be me.
God.
If I ever get actual Twitch famous, which is
God,
not gonna
I
happen.
hate to do that. I have to do that like at the end of these videos. Make sure you like. And I sound so miserable saying
Make sure,
I know
or
people
whatever.
are like, bro, you sound so sad. I'm not smashing shit.
You want the pity ones? Is like, oh, he sounds so sad. Smash.
I mean, I can just leave it like this. I just want to add some color to the dolphin now.
Well, he can be any color you want because
Yeah.
it's a persona.
I'm just gonna make him ridiculously skin color.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck not, right?
It's disgusting.
We're gonna take it. You're gonna take it. We might as well just go all the way there. What's my skin color?
But match it to your skin tone.
Yep, there it is. No, that's a little bit light. Let's see.
I'm trying to look at what your skin.
That
color.
one.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got like a chestnut quality to it.
What'd you call me?
Chestnut, bitch. You're my little chestnut.
What?
Alright, so let's do this one as a multiply, and it should work. Yep. Perfect.
I don't know. What color would you call your skin though?
It has an olive leaf. Olive leaf. I can't say that. It has a little bit of an olive tint in it because I have some Middle Eastern in me as well. So, or Indian.
Is that just
Native
like
American.
what olive means? It's just Middle Eastern-y? Because olives are, green. So I never understood when people said that.
Well, it's because it has a cool undertone instead of a warm undertone.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it
But
has
olives are still green.
And there's a lot of Asian diaspora in the Caribbean, actually. And like
What is-
Indian and Middle Eastern as well.
that West Indies type.
So for our viewers, not me, but for our viewers, if they don't know what diaspora means, if you could just give us a quick definition.
Diaspora means it's like the people that migrated and naturalized in a different region, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I knew that.
I'm now understanding. So cool, and they put Asian people, and then olive, and they put other Asian people, and then warm they put other Asian people. Okay, I'm kind of understanding. So cool would be like Japanese, Chinese, and then olive would be what, like Thai, and then warm would be like Vietnamese. I guess.
Oh
I
shoot.
don't understand olive. It's not green. Why olive?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Olives are not always green. It's just a tint of green, a hint of
Oh,
green, a little
a hint.
flavor of green.
Oh, look at olive. Are olives not olive green?
Look,
Yeah,
look,
it's
don't
green.
overthink it. Don't worry
I
about
don't know if it's too late, dog. I'm in it. I'm in the wormhole now.
Here it is.
I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna
Gonna
make sense
scratch
to me.
curiosity itch.
Yeah, I have to. I don't understand why it's called olive.
Look at him.
it. You know what?
Adorable.
Let's just give him rose glasses.
You know what? I'm just gonna chalk it up to having a cone deficit. All right. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
So, Andre is colorblind.
No, but females have more cones than men on general.
Word?
You guys have I think, how many more cones? I think you guys have like 5 or 6 more cones than we do.
No. Really? I thought the human eye only had 3.
Let me see. It might be 3. You're the one with the big college degree. I'm just giving like facts that I found off the internet.
No, I don't. No, I know shrimp mantises have like 26, and I'm pretty jealous of that. Imagine what they can see. I
Well,
might
the
be.
fact that this turned into like a fact, like searching mission suddenly.
Dude, I love this shit. Like I will go down the rabbit hole for hours, and then like I'll end up in Zimbabwe and be like, where the fuck did I go?
We are educational.
This is an
Quality.
educational show.
It is. I honestly, it is for artists and whoever fortunately / unfortunately stumbles into this.
Slash, unfortunately.
I love when they talk
So-
to me about cones and the difference of olive skin, but I don't. Why do they always talk about
For
balls?
And then they talk about scrotums.
Yeah, like why they scrote and everything?
So full disclosure, I have never, ever been on Twitch. Don't know how it works, but I'd like to check it out. Like, how do you? Does it have like a discoverability part to it? Like, you can just stumble
Yeah.
upon people's stream.
Actually, you would be
Accident-
a perfect candidate for Twitch, because you draw real fast and you draw really, really well and fast. You too, Mel. But
I don't draw
you
fast. I know this.
you can like look up whatever. So it's mostly for video games, but there's like people cooking on there. There's people like doing crafts, people doing carpentry. Yeah, you just like log in and then you can type in like whatever you want to find. There's like an artist corner where like it's just people drawing or making music, and it's
Cool.
like you basically go and you just hang out with people, and you go into like the small community of like people like watching the same person, and you guys kind of talk on like a little chat thing that pops up on the right. It's a little bit more chaotic if they're like super popular, because you get like hundreds of people talking at one time, and it's like
Yeah,
a different. So, like, if you,
and it's just a bunch of F's in the chat.
yeah, like oh man, they did a Bob Ross. They did a Bob Ross marathon, and it was so fucking funny. Because Bob Ross would like, because Bob Ross messes up sometimes, but he'll like fix it, the happy accidents or whatever. Like he would like paint or whatever, and then people would like, he would like make a weird line, and then people would be like, oh, he ruined it, and it would just be like a million things ruined it, and then he'd turn that line into a tree, and they'd be like, he saved it, and it'd be 100 people yelling, he saved it. Or like my favorite thing he did is he's like, and sometimes the tree dies, and he put a dead tree, and everyone started freaking out. They were like, the tree's dead, and they just put a bunch of people crying.
And then he draws foliage on it, and it's like, oh my god,
Yeah, like, he
a
saved it.
miracle.
It was really funny. It was really hype. But like, yeah, go on. Like, if y'all want to check me out, I just play video games with a couple of friends and do stupid shit.
Plug that name.
Fine.
Oh yeah, Fat Guero, FATGUERO, no spaces.
I promise I won't edit it out.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy.
And I was gonna ask, what video games are you guys excited about?
Oh, dude, I'm excited about everything. I'm really excited for Cyberpunk.
That's what I was gonna talk about, but I don't have a PS5 in this house.
About a
You
what?
don't need a
What
PS5. You
game?
can play on PS4.
I don't have one either. All I have is a Switch.
What game?
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Keanu
God.
Reeves game.
I'm not a gamer. Sorry. So
Oh, I like.
We'll fix that.
I live a
We'll fix it, Mel.
sad life.
What are you talking about? Your life is full of art. Look what you're creating.
No, I do like games. I like watching other people play games, though.
Me too. Are you a younger brother?
No, I'm an only child.
Oh, that's a younger brother thing. I'm the youngest, so I was also forced to watch
You can watch.
a lot of video games instead of playing them.
What?
When growing up, my brother used to not let me play. He'd tell me that Donkey Kong was for big kids. Allowed to.
That's such a big brother thing. Yeah.
That's, he's so mean.
How much older was your brother than you?
He's like 10 years older than I am.
Ah, so that's why.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big age difference. So he wouldn't let me play with his Super Nintendo. But it was because of my brother. Oh, I love him so much that he brought me Zelda.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was like the first game I became obsessed with and beat. It was Ocarina of Time. And I gotta thank my bro for that.
And that's why you have a Switch. Oh,
That sparked your love of games, then, right?
Yeah, it was him. And he brought it with a little booklet back in the day, like the book guide. And I was so mesmerized and just captivated by the world. It blew my mind. I love Zelda.
And honestly, like video games nowadays, they have like their art books. Like I buy them. They're fucking phenomenal. They're amazing.
Yeah,
Art.
comic art is so amazing. One of my favorite things to look at. That would be such a cool industry to work in too. It's just very demanding.
Mhm.
I-
Yeah.
A lot of politics too, I heard.
Woo.
Yeah. Not just animation, because animation, like there was that green block thing that happened 5 years ago, where companies would like work you to death and then they'd fire you before the release, so they wouldn't have to pay you a premium.
Yeah, and also everyone it's who you know in the animation business. So basically if you want to work in animation, you have to go to like CalArts
Yeah.
and then go into DreamWorks or something or Pixar. And you have to know someone. And they all like that's how it is. It's really closed. It's
That's
just such
sad.
yeah, and it's such a hard industry to work in, I feel like. Ooh, special effects.
Gotta
Hard
love,
light.
gotta love the
Whoa, wait. What was
Blend
the...
mode.
the
Go
blend
down.
modes. They work so well, and then you add some.
There was one that made you look like comic book. It got like a pink bottom.
Can I post a snap of the stream on my feed? On my not on my feed, on my story?
Yeah,
Or is that spoiling it?
nah, it's not really spoiling it because eventually I'm gonna, it entices people to go watch and stuff like that. So it's all good.
Okay, I'll create expectation then. Recording.
Yeah, especially because you guys did the first prompt, which is they don't know what that is.
All right, I think that's my guy. That's
Look at him, Mel the Dolphin.
He has to say.
Ah!
I'm sorry, I got to add something to say.
Sorry, officer, it wasn't on purpose.
But then he's flipping him off.
What's he gonna do? Pop his bubble?
Andre, was you? Sorry, did you order something?
Me?
No, it wasn't you then. Okay, cool. I just got an order. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna order a Barracuda stuff. I was gonna do it after. I don't want it to take up time.
No, yeah, because I got an order and I was like, oh shit, a Barracuda. I thought it was you, but I guess no. It was someone else.
I'm
Grace.
also live streaming this on my Twitch. No, I'm just kidding. One of my 32 followers. Ooh. For coming out. Thank you for coming out, both of you, as dignified new furries.
I'd like to thank Mel for inviting me. Andre for being awesome and hilarious. Actually,
thank you.
good jokes. And you guys for being so understanding about my coming out. The furry community for being so supportive.
We support furries here. Furry lives matter.
Yeah,
It's like I do love you guys. Honestly, the furries, whenever I meet them or they come up to me in like comic cons or whatever to the booth and stuff, they're always super cool and super cute and super shy and they always buy stuff. So they're hella good supporters. So fuck yeah. You guys are on my good side for sure.
What's up? Support the furry. Support your local furry.
Absolutely. Also, Dolphin Lives Matter and
Dolphin lives matter.
what is it called? God, not raccoons. Raccoons' lives matter as well.
Awesome.
Also possums.
The
Oh,
philosophy is play dead and eat trash.
Hell yeah.
That's my weekend plans.
kids, this is a life advice. Play dead, eat trash.
Yeah, that's a good T-shirt.
Yeah. With your drawing, absolutely. That's a good.
Yeah, right? Okay. See, good shit. Good shit comes out of this.
Really quickly, any last piece of advice you want to give artists? Any last piece of advice?
Mm, well, something that really stuck with me, and one of my professors from school told me this. He said, Issa, it gets easier. And at the time, I was kind of confused and didn't really understand what he meant by that.
Mhm.
But he said, like, you won't struggle always. You stick with it, and in due time, it'll become easier and easier. And now that it's been a few years since I left school and I've been working as an artist, I can say it's absolutely true.
Right on.
So if this is what you want to do, stick with it.
Right on.
Oh, and also if you ever have any questions, hit me up on the gram. I don't gatekeep. I'm always talking. I love talking to people. Ask me anything. If I can, I do get a lot of message requests and stuff, but if I can and I see it, I'll definitely respond. I also read all the comments.
And what's your Instagram again?
It's at Isabela Escobar.
All right.
I like how you have to enunciate the Escobar.
Lisa, we appreciate so much you joining us. It's been more than a pleasure.
If you made it through the video, I want to say thank you, and you're a champ. And we're doing this for you. We want you to get to know these artists and follow us on this journey. So make sure you subscribe, you follow us on social media, and tune in next week and the following weeks for the new artists that are going to be on here. Thank you once again. Hope to see you next week.